278 days ago, the Hayes High Lady Indians fell just short against Bishop Carroll in the Sub-State Championship. Tonight, they tipped things off in one of their most anticipated seasons in recent memory against the Newton Railers in the 42nd edition of the Hayes City Shootout. And with that, we welcome you into Hayes High School on this Thursday evening along with our entire Tribe Broadcasting Network crew. I'm Hank Corsair, and tonight we'll get our first glimpse of what Hayes High fans can expect from the Lady Indians this season. And with the return of all 5 starters, a few newcomers, and only losing 1 senior, Hayes High has a lot of momentum entering this season. And where Hayes High finishes in this tournament will say a lot about where they could possibly end up at the end of the season, with last year's champion Olathe West making a return and some other tough competition, including Life Prep being back for a 3rd time after they competed in 2017 and 2019. And Olathe East, who showed last season they can hang with some pretty tough teams. So it's not going to be easy for Hayes High to bring home their first title since 2002, but they bring a lot to the table, as tonight Hayes High will face off against Newton for the 6th time in the shootout since 2009, and look to get a winning streak started after losing 4 of those prior shootout matchups and winning their last matchup in 2022 by a final score of 45-29. And we will take a look at both teams as well as some of the scores from around the shootout when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or take it.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here at Hayes High School as the Lady Indians get set to take on Newton in their first matchup of the Hayes City Shootout. And before we get to our team rundowns, we're going to take a look at some of the scores from around the shootout and the state as well. We'll start off with in the girls' division. Hugoton in the first matchup here at Hayes High School got out to a 14-13 lead against Olathe East, and it stayed close throughout, but the Eagles prevailed by a final score of 41-35. Manhattan and Life Prep, that one was close. Another close game that went down to the wire. That game over at HMS. Life Prep in their return to the shootout prevails by a final score of 53-48. And we do have some scores on the boys' side, as Blue Valley Northwest, one of the new teams this year, defeats Life Prep by a final score of 59-43. So after Life Prep won the shootout last year, they will be on the consolation side of this bracket. And the game that just happened a little bit ago, Hugoton got out to a 32-11 lead over TMP at halftime, and the Eagles win by a final score of 51-21. So the winner of this game will face Hugoton, between Hayes High and Newton on the boys' side. The winner will face Hugoton, and the loser will face TMP. Now we'll get a look at some of the other scores from on the girls' side. Starting off in the WAC, out east, McPherson will play host to Dodge City, and the 2 other WAC teams that are playing tonight, they will head out east, as Liberal will play Bennett, Colorado, and for the 2nd year in a row, Garden City is on the road against Colorado, Colorado. Topeka heads over to Wamego to face the Red Raiders. St. James Academy at home tonight against Olathe North, and Valley Heights playing host to Marysville. And now we'll give you our team rundowns, and we'll start off with the Hayes High Lady Indians, coming off of a 16-6 season with a loss to Bishop Carroll in the Sub-State Championship for the 3rd year in a row. So it's one of Hayes High's biggest goals entering this season to break that last barrier and play for a championship in Emporia. And looking at what Hayes High brings to the table this season, that's a good possibility, as the Lady Indians are ranked 9th in the KBCA preseason poll for 5A, and they return all their starters from last season after graduating just 1 senior. And the highlighted players returning include the 2 5A All-State selections and All-WAC selections, Molly Martin, who led Hayes High in points and steals last season, and is also 2 steals away from holding the new Hayes High steals record. And Hayes High also returns Katie Lindenberger, who averaged over 10 points per game last season and led the team in blocks with 9. And if you look at Hayes High's schedule and some of the wins they had last season, you might ask, who could they not compete with? They started the shootout last year with a win over TMP before turning around and knocking off a tough Washburn Rural team that's always ranked very high in Class 6A, which is no different this year as they are ranked number 2 entering this season. And some other big wins include a 31-point win over Junction City, a sweep of the whole WAC, and a 53-45 win over a tough Goddard team to start postseason play. So with a high ranking and the return of all 5 starters to start the season, the sky could be the limit for this team, but we'll have to wait and see how Hayes High performs in the shootout this weekend. And now taking a look at the Newton Railers, they are coming off of a 3-18 season where they struggled to compete in games after their offense only averaged 25.8 points per game, and they only surpassed 30 points per game. They only surpassed 30 points in 7 games. Their 3 wins last season came against Hayesville campus twice for their lone wins in ABCTL play, and a win over El Dorado at the end of the regular season. And Newton has gone 16-90 since 2019, so they're just trying to climb back into the old ways of the program because they haven't finished above 500 in 7 years after they went 16-8 in 2018, which was the end of a 10-season streak finishing above 500. So as they start this season with 6 seniors listed on their roster, including ABCTL honorable mentions Tatum Sutterman and Anne-Marie Henderson, they'll hope to improve from their appearance in the shootout last season where they went 0-3 and got outscored 145-72. And we're going to take another break and have starting lineups and tip-off when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th is our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians. We welcome you back to Hayes High School as we are about ready to tip things off in the 42nd edition of the Hayes City Shootout as Hayes High gets set to take on Newton. And we'll give you our starting lineups real fast, starting with Newton. They will go with number 10, Tatum Sutterman, number 14, Mia Coleman, number 22, Emma Fonensteel, number 23, Emery Henderson, and number 34, Anna Lawrence. And Hayes High, if this starting lineup sounds familiar, it should. It is the same starting lineup from last season with Katie Lindenberger, Molly Martin, Kenley Winter, and Riley Dreher as the four seniors, and Zoe Winter as the junior. As they get ready to tip things off, Hayes High will be wearing the white jerseys with the maroon and the maroon letters and numbers with a gold outline, and the Railers are wearing black jerseys with white numbers and gold and gold stripes with a gold outline around the numbers and letters. The tip goes up into the air, and it's right away. Kenley Winter will take it and throw it right up ahead to Riley Dreher. She can't get it to go. And Kenley Winter right there for the rebound, and Hayes High wasted no time. It took them just 6 seconds to get their first points of the season, and they get the first points of the game after a putback by Kenley Winter. We'll also get a timeout here, and Newton will now throw it in. So it'll be taken up the floor by Tatum Sutterman, the ABCTL honorable mention. And then they'll throw it up ahead in the corner is Emery Henderson. Baseline drive being guarded by Riley Dreher. Kicks it out. At the top of the arc now is Sutterman. And now a left wing three on the way is no good, and it's an air ball by number 14, Mia Coleman. And Hayes High will get the ball back as the Railers miss their first shot of the game. So Riley Dreher will throw it in. She had the first shot attempt a little bit ago and couldn't get it to go, and it was Kinley Winter that had the basket. She gets it now off of a pass from Katie Lindenberger on the right wing. Looking, passes it over. Riley Dreher at the top of the arc. Hayes High working it around. Martin with the ball, looking, gets a screen, and now but won't use it, and now she'll drive into the lane. That shot no good. The rebound being fought for. Riley Dreher is the one that comes out with it as she works back. Pump fake three by Martin, and now a drive. Winder, teardrop shot no good. Lindenberger gets the rebound, and she gets fouled, and Hayes High is going to go to the line and shoot some free throws. We'll get it on number 34, Anna Lawrence for the Railers, and Katie Lindenberger will go to the line to shoot free throws. Shot 60.4% at the line last season. It takes one bounce off the side of the rim and goes in, and Hayes High's got a 3-0 lead on the Railers. Lindenberger getting ready for her second free throw to give Hayes High a 4-0 lead. It is up, and it is good. Hayes High gets the first 4 points of the game. Now we'll go back on defense against the Newton team, trying to bounce back from last season after they struggled on offense last season. And now a trap out on the other end of the court. Tatum Sutterman had a pass up ahead to Mia Coleman, and now they'll call timeout from their head coach. So with 6:54 to go here in the first quarter, Hayes High with a 4-0 lead on Newton. We're going to step away for a moment as they talk things over. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter. Back here at Hayes High School following the Newton timeout, they will be the one inbounding the ball. Emma Fonensteel will throw it in to Amory Henderson, one of 2 ABCTL honorable mentions for Newton a year ago. Now she'll drive off the wing, and now Molly Martin comes out with the steal, her first one of the night. Now she goes to the other end. The layup on the left side is good. Molly Martin gets her first steal of the night. She was the team leader in that category for Hayes High last season, and now she is just one steal away from being the new Hayes High record holder for steals in a career. Sutterman with the ball being covered by Winter. Looks, throws it up ahead, and now a drive from Henderson all the way to the basket, and she gets it to go, and Sutterman will be the one that gets the assist. Hayes High at the other end. Molly Martin couldn't quite hit the three, and now a loose ball, and it's going to be a foul called against Hayes High. So now we'll see a substitution, a completely new group for Hayes High on the floor right now. We'll give you an update of who that is. Lindsay Canick is on the floor for the first time in her varsity career. Annie Humphrey checks into the game as well. We'll see Morgan Armbruster get her first action of the night. And Molly Buckles checks in as well, along with freshman Jenna Schmeidler. Taking up the floor for the Railers, the senior that just checked in, number 31, Brooklyn Bailey, being guarded by Humphrey. Trying to get down the court, and there'll be a foul called on Hayes High. We'll go against number 4, Annie Humphrey. Jenna Schmeidler did come in at the end of that play before the whistle and tried to poke it free, but Humphrey will be the one called for the foul. 2 fouls called so far on Hayes to start this game, and now they'll throw it into Sutterman. Tightly guarded by Schmeidler, looking, hasn't dribbled the ball yet. And now we'll look towards that left side and pass it over to Bailey. Bounce pass over to Boderweck, and now a steal from Annie Humphrey coming out with her first of the night. Only had 13 last season, but she gets her first one of the season right there as Jenna Schmeidler pump fakes a three from the right wing, and now will drive all the way to the basket and gets the layup to go. In her first varsity game, she drove all the way to the basket past the defense, and Hayes High's got an 8-2 lead with 5:24 to go here in the first quarter. Tight defense again, Sutterman against Schmeidler. She'll hand it off, and with it now is Cyber. She lost the ball. Canick is the one that comes out with it, being guarded all the way to the basket. Stops underneath on the block. The layup doesn't go. Buckles there for the rebound, and she will be fouled, and I wonder if she'll go to the line. We'll see here in a second. She will get 2 free throws. The junior that averaged 3 rebounds per game last season gets her first one of the night. So it'll be Molly Buckles going to the line to shoot free throws. 44% last season, and she gets the first one to go. Nothing but net. We'll see another substitution for the Railers. They'll check some of their starters back in, including Anna Lawrence as well. And we'll also see number 4, Alexis Wilson, check into the game for the first time. Buckles getting ready for his second free throw. It is up, takes a few bounces, goes off the backboard, and goes in. And now Hayes High is up into double digits with a 10-2 lead. So they are perfect 4 for 4 on free throws to start the night. Henderson with the ball, being guarded again by Schmeidler. She'll drive from the right wing. When we'll try a floater, can't get it to go off the back iron, and the rebound goes out to Jenna Schmeidler. She'll stop with it near the student section and now drive all the way to the basket, and the shot blocked by number 34, Anna Lawrence, but the putback goes by Hayes High. Morgan Armbruster was the one that got it. Now a three-pointer on the way from the Railers. Can't get it to go. Henderson couldn't get it to go, and now a rebound by Lawrence. She'll spin, can't get it. And Hayes High comes out with another rebound. Now we're going to get a whistle, and Hayes High is going to get called for the double dribble for their first turnover of the night. .424 to go here in the first quarter. Hayes High with a double-digit lead on Newton to start the season. Railers trying to get the offense going. We'll remind you, we said in the pregame show, they only averaged 25.8 points per game last season as they look for an inbound, and Hayes High forces another whistle and a timeout called as Emma Fonensteel, the senior, was the one that tried throwing it in, and it was actually called for a 5-second violation. So Hayes High will get it back. Armbruster's the one inbounding it to Jenna Schmeidler. She'll work towards the right side, pass it over and find Kanik. Hayes High just works it around the arc. Pump fakes from Armbruster on the left wing. Humphrey with the ball, takes one dribble and will try a three from the top of the arc, and it can't get it to go, and it will go out of bounds. So Hayes High will make another substitution. We'll see a lot of their starters return. Lindenberger, Martin, Dreher, and both winners back into the game with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. The inbound will go in, and Kenley Winter deflected it, but it will stay with the Railers as the pass tried going to the senior, number 4, Alexis Wilson. Fonensteel will inbound it once again. Martin covering her, and the throw goes in to Anna Lawrence. And it will be Fonensteel taking it up the court. Martin tried poking it free, trying to go for the record, but she gets called for the reach-in foul, making that her first one of the night. She's been playing some tight defense so far to start this game, but just got a piece of the arm, and they'll call her for the foul. Fonensteel throws it in the backcourt to Mia Coleman as she's guarded by Zoe Winter. She'll work over towards that right wing, looks, throws it to into the corner for Emma Fonensteel. Baseline drive, kicks it out. Anna Lawrence, a jumper, no good. Zoe Winter comes out with the rebound. She was the leader in that category last season. Now at the other end, Lindenberger can't get the layup to go, and Zoe Winter gets another rebound, and it'll be a foul, and Hayes High will go to the line and shoot some more free throws. The foul will be called on number 14, Mia Coleman. Zoe Winter had to reach up high to get her second rebound of the night, and she went down to the ground. Shot 69% at the free throw line last season as she attempts her first one of the season here, and she gets it to go. Hayes High a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line to start this game. And we'll see another substitution here for the Railers as Tatum Sutterman returns back into the lineup in place of Alexis Wilson. Zoe Winter attempting her second free throw. It is up, and it is good. 14-2 lead for Hayes High to start this game. 6 for 6 at the free throw line. And they are taking control to start the tournament. Kenley Winter will guard Sutterman as she goes up the court, past half court. She lost the dribble, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. As soon as she passed half court, she lost the dribble and had to pick it up in the backcourt, and Hayes High will get the ball back. Second turnover of the night for Newton as Winter will inbound it to Martin. 3:26 to go here in the first quarter. Inside to Winner. She'll look, spin around, throws it inside to Lindenberger, and she'll try the layup. That one does not go, and the rebound will go out to Tatum Sutterman for her first of the night. With it now is Mia Coleman, kicks it over to Sutterman, and now in the corner, Emma Fonenstiel will try a three, and she gets it to go, and Sutterman will get the assist, her second of the night. Hayes High lost the dribble, and it's a steal by number 22, Emma Fonenstiel. And now now the ball goes out of bounds. The inbound will come from Emma Fonenstiel, throws it into the backcourt for Anne-Marie Henderson. Riley Dreher will guard her, and the pass goes inside to Anna Lawrence. And now another three-pointer on the way from Henderson. Off the back iron, no good. Kenley Winter had the rebound for a second and then lost it, and it's recovered by number 22, Emma Fonenstiel. And she misses it, and Molly Martin gets the rebound. At the other end, Hayes High lost it. Zoe Winter with it now. She'll kick it out. A jumper from Kenley Winter, no good. And we're going to get a foul and a push called against Hayes High. Or actually, it's going to go against... It's actually going to go against... I believe they're calling it against Hayes High. A little bit of confusion there on Newton's bench. Hayes High will make a substitution and see Molly Buckles check back into the game, and Morgan Armbruster returning as well. And now a pass into Lindsay Canick, can't get the layup to go, and the rebound goes to Anne-Marie Henderson. Hayes High's missed their last 5 shots from the field, and now a three-pointer on the way is no good from Mia Coleman, and Hayes High comes out with the rebound from Lindsay Canick. And now a three-pointer on the way for Molly Martin. She gets it to go with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Molly Martin already up to 5 points to start this game. And as Hayes High breaks the drought of missed shots. Now a three-pointer on the way for the Railers. Tatum Sutterman gets it to go. Both teams make back-to-back three-pointers. Now inside, Morgan Armbruster gets the assist, and Molly Buckles has her fourth point of the night. Railers just slowly working up the floor. Jenna Schmeidler almost had the steal on Henderson. She'll drive, being guarded by Buckles, and she tried muscling her way in there, but it's going to be called for a travel. Third turnover of this first half for the Railers, and we're going to see another substitution and get you an update of who's on the floor for Hayes High. It is Morgan Armbruster and Jenna Schmeidler into the game. Kenley Winter and Lindsay Canican as well, and in the paint will be number 43 Molly Buckles. For the Railers, number 10 Tatum Sutterman, number 31 Brooklyn Bailey into the game for the first time. Brinley Cyber in as well as Jenna Schmeidler rolls to the basket. Can't get the layup to go, but she's going to be called for a charging foul as she ran into Brooklyn Bailey, and that's going to be the first foul called against Jenna Schmeidler, making it the 4th team foul against Hayes High. With it now, Tage Boderwick inside, and now Sutterman with the ball. Passes midcourt, being guarded tightly by Winter. Almost came out with the steal. We'll see who touched it last. And Kenley Winter gets the steal as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum Sutterman. She was able to poke it free and force the Railers' fourth turnover of the night. Schmeidler will inbound it to Kenley Winter. Now Schmeidler will be the one taking up the floor with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball got deflected as the pass tried going to Buckles. Boderwick was the one that batted it out of bounds. Schmeidler with it, looking, throws it over to Canick on the right wing, over to Buckles, and Hayes High just working it around the arc. Canick will go inside off of the pass from Jenna Schmeidler, try the layup and can't get it to go, but she'll be fouled and go to the line for the free throws. It'll be called on number 24, Brinley Cyber, making that her first foul of the night. 5 fouls called against Newton in this first quarter as Lindsay Cannett goes to the line looking to get her first varsity points of her career, and she does just that with her first with the made free throw. 20-8 is the Hayes High lead. Second free throw for Canick is no good. Armbruster was the one that came out with the rebound. Winter thought about trying a three from the left wing, but instead we'll work it around a little bit. Hayes High will take some steps back. They only got 23 seconds to go in this first quarter. Schmeidler is guarded by Brooklyn Bailey. Doing some dribbles, looking, gets past Bailey, and now will stop, throw it over to Winter. She'll do a baseline drive on the left side, and she gets fouled on the way up. This one will either go against number 10, Tatum Sutterman, or number 32, Naomi Kuntz. And it will go against Kuntz, her first foul of the game, and the 6th team foul for the Railers. Winter has 2 points so far, and Hayes High is 7 for 8 at the line to start this game as she gets 2 free throws with 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It takes one bounce off the front of the rim and is no good. And she gets ready to attempt her second one. Winter was 61.5% at the line last season. This one is up, and it is good. 3 points in the game so far for Kenley Winter as the Railers will try and score with just 9 seconds to go. Sutterman driving down the court, being guarded by Winter, pushes off a little bit, no call. Bailey with it inside. It got poked out by Buckles. And now Bailey will try and drive, and she tried kicking it out to number 24, Brindley Cyber, but that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter with Hayes High in front, 21-8, looking to get another season-opening win in the shootout. And we'll take a break real fast and have our second half action, or our second quarter action when we come back. This is Hayes High football on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m.
Back here at Hayes High School as the Lady Indians get a 21-8 lead in the first quarter against Newton. Just playing some tight defense and getting some points. The leader so far in scoring is Molly Martin with 5. And as we start the second quarter, it's the Railers working from left to right. With the ball now, Emery Henderson off of a pass from Anna Lawrence. She'll try a jump shot, and it's no good. Kenley Winter comes out with her second rebound of the night. Now Hayes High will go to the other end. Riley Dreher tried coming out with it, but she'll be called for the fouls. The ball was poked free at first by Mia Coleman, and then Dreher tried making a diving effort for it, but instead she'll get called for the foul, which will make that her first of the game. Emma Fonstad with the inbound. Riley Dreher and Molly Martin both went back to try and play on the defense. Henderson with the ball, driving up the court, kicks out to Sutterman. Looks and throws it across court to Lawrence. Henderson drives on a double team, kicks it out. And now a right corner three on the way from Sutterman. Gets it to go, and the assist will go to Mia Coleman. Sutterman, the leading scorer so far for the Railers. She's got 6 so far. Hayes High with it now. Molly Martin off of a pass from Riley Dreher. Gets it to go. The first points of the game, or of the second quarter, go to Molly Martin as she extends her lead in scoring to 8. Now at the other end, Molly Martin comes out with the steal, and she'll stop at the free throw line. Look, try the shot, and gets it to go. So she gets 2 points, and with that steal, Molly Martin is the new Hayes High record holder for steals in a career as she surpasses 165 and gets to 166. and extends Hayes High's lead to 26-11. Now a three-pointer on the way. Amory Henderson will get her shot to go. She's up to 5 points now in the game. Molly Martin with it off a pass from Zoe Winter. 6:10 to go here in the second quarter. It was poked free, but Martin gets it back, throws it inside to Katie Lindenberger, right underneath the basket. She gets the layup to go. Molly Martin will get her first assist of the night with that shot, and Lindenberger has her first made basket. 28-14 is the Hayes High lead. And now we'll get a foul called on Hayes High. We'll go against number 12, Kinley Winter, which will be her her second of the night. Hayes High will make a substitution here in a moment as Jenna Schmeidler, the 5'7" freshman, makes her way to the scores table. And the free throws will come from number 23, Emery Henderson. She had the made three just a second ago, and she gets the shot to go as well. First attempted free throw of the night for Newton goes as Henderson gets ready to attempt her second free throw, which would make her the leading scorer for the Railers, and she does just that. (28-16) is the score. Again, we said Schmeidler checked in, and also Amory Henderson checks out of the game as well for Newton. Going in her place is number 22, Emma Fahnensteel. Schmeidler with the ball now. Winter was the one that inbounded. She'll do some dribble moves, pump fake, and pass it over to Dreher. Working it around, Martin will try a right wing three on the way off the back iron. It's no good. Dreher comes out with another rebound, and she throws it over to the left corner. And the layup is good by Jenna Schmeidler. Second assist of the night as well for Riley Dreher, and Hayes High misses the first shot on that possession, but gets the second one to go on a layup. With it now for the Railers, number 22, Emma Fahnensteel looking, passes inside, and Martin comes out with another steal. Now at the other end, Jenna Schmeidler, she gets another layup to go and extends her scoring to 8. (32-16) is the Hayes High lead. Now the Railers get a drive, stop, and it will be a kick inside to Fahnensteel. She'll try a jump shot, can't get it to go. Rebound still being fought for, and it comes out in the possession of the Railers as they fight for another rebound on a missed shot, and it will be Newton ball as Katie Lindenberger will be called for a foul. Got tied up with one of Newton's players, and now Hayes High making another substitution. Lindenberger, Winter, and Dreher come out of the game. And we also see Molly Buckles and Lindsay Cannick return back into the game for Hayes High. Tatum Sutterman with the inbound, passes it inside. Emma Fahnensteel can't get the layup to go, and Molly Buckles does her second rebound of the night. It's now 3 straight missed shots now for Newton as Jenna Schmeidler has it on the left wing. She'll do some moves, try a three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes out to Lindsay Cannick. Schmeidler with it once again. Gets a screen and now tries driving. Instead, will throw it inside to Cannick. Got a little tripped up, and she'll be fouled on the play. It will go against number 14, Mia Coleman. Making that her second of the game, and now a pass into Schmeidler. Armbruster was the one inbounding. She'll drive on the baseline and go all the way up to the basket. She gets the layup to go, and they'll count it with a foul to extend the Hayes High lead to 34-16. Schmeidler gets fouled in her first varsity game. She's already up to 10 points, making her the leader for Hayes High. She's also gotten the last 6 points for Hayes High as well. Now she'll go to the free throw line to attempt some free throws, which will be her first of the season, and she gets the and one to go. 35-16 is the Hayes High lead. Now they'll pass up court, and it'll go out of bounds, and it's Hayes High ball. The inbound will come from Morgan Armbruster with 3:57 to go here in the second quarter. Schmeidler working it up the floor, stops, kicks it over. Martin on the left wing. Looks, moves over, and now we'll try a long three-pointer off the backboard, and it's no good. And the rebound will go out to number 31, Brooklyn Bailey, for her second of the night. Sutterman with the ball being guarded by Armbruster, kicks it back out. And now they're going to get a double dribble call on Brindley Cyber. She moved past the Hayes High defender and picked the ball up in the process, and Riley Dreher will now check back into the game for Hayes High off the Newton turnover. And now Amory Henderson back into the game for Newton. So far she has 7 points and a rebound. Armbruster throws it in to Schmeidler as she passes half court. Being guarded by Lawrence. She'll try a long three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good, and it hits the top of the basket, and it will be Newton ball. That's 4 straight missed threes now for Hayes High as they'll go back on defense. Again, holding that 35-16 lead. Going up the floor, Amory Henderson being guarded by Riley Dreher. Stops, she'll get a screen, move over, and now drive into the paint, being on a triple team, and will get fouled on the way up. Armbruster, Schmeidler, and Dreher were all in the lane. But Riley Dreher will be the one that gets called for it, making that her second of the night. Henderson will go back to the free throw line. She attempted the first two free throws for the Railers and made both of them. And now she'll attempt the next two, and the first one is no good. Newton now 2 for 3 at the line in this game as they get ready for their second free throw attempt. Now Hayes High will get a substitution and see Liz Cunningham check into the game for the first time in place of Riley Dreher. And the free throw is up by Henderson, and it is good. Schmeidler with the ball now for Hayes High. Kicks in the right corner. Armbruster, a three-pointer on the way. Takes one bounce off the backboard and no good. Rebound being fought for. Buckles comes out with it. And a pass over to Schmeidler. Looks, Cunningham. She'll try a three-pointer. No good. But Mechanic under the basket. She'll get the rebound, and she'll be fouled as well. The foul will go against Tatum Sutterman, which makes that her first of the night. Hayes High inbounding it. Throws it out. Schmeidler with it. Drives, and now kicks it over to Canick. Looking, spinning, and she'll get fouled once again. This one going against Anna Lawrence. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Hayes High with 2:56 to go in the second quarter. And we'll keep it right here as the two teams talk things over, and we'll give you a stat update real fast. Starting off with Hayes High, the leader in scoring right now is Jenna Schmeidler in her first high school game, 11 points, and she also has 2 rebounds as well. Right behind her, Molly Martin has 8 points and leads the game in steals with 3, which, like we said, after she got that second one, makes her the new Hayes High record holder for steals in a career. As she entered with 164. Those 3 get her to 167 as she surpasses the school record for career steals, which was previously held by Savannah Schneider. And now, as the two teams come back into the game, Morgan Armbruster will be the one inbounding. Lindsey Canick gets the inbound, hands it off to Schmeidler. She'll try a pull-up shot from the free throw line. Can't get it to go, and Tatum Sutterman has her second rebound of the game. It's now 5 straight missed shots for Hayes High, and now a drive all the way to the basket from Amory Henderson. She gets it to go. And now Jenna Schmeidler at the other end to pull up 3 from the top of the arc. No good. Lindsey Canick comes out with the rebound once again, and we're going to get a jump ball. The possession arrow is pointing to Hayes High, so they will stay at that end of the floor. Armbruster will inbound at 2:31 remaining in the second quarter. Remind you to stick around for the halftime show where we will take a look back at the first half and also take a look at some stats as well, as Schmeidler's 3 is no good, and it'll roll out of bounds and stay with Hayes High. Hayes High trying to break the drought. they've missed their last 7 shots from the field, including 8 straight missed three-pointers. Schmeiler gets the inbound from Armbruster. As the two work back and forth. Pump fake over. Now Armbruster again, this time in the left corner inside Buckles. The layup is no good as she fights for the rebound. Canick's the one that comes out with it, and we get another jump ball, and the possession arrow this time is pointed to Newton. We got a substitution now for Hayes High. They will put their starters back in the game, which is Molly Martin, Kenley Winter, Riley Dreher, Katie Lindenberger, Zoe Winter, and for the Railers on the floor for them, Tage Boderwick, Amory Henderson, and Tatum Sutterman into the game as well. Brooklyn Bailey also checks in, and Brenley Cyber. With it now is Boderwick. She tried working from it from left to right, but instead will get fouled. We'll call this against Hayes High, number 44, Zoe Winter, making that her first of the game. And that's also going to give the Railers some free throws, as Hayes High is now up to 5 fouls. It'll be one shot for Tage Boderwick, the 5'11 sophomore. As she gets set, the free throw is up, and it is good. Four for 5 at the line for Newton as Boderwick gets her first points of the night. Her second free throw is good as well. Molly Martin with the ball. Hands it off over to Dreher. She'll drive in but stop. Now to Martin in the left corner inside to Lindenberger. Now Dreher will try a three. No good off the side of the rim. And the rebound goes out to Sutterman. So Hayes High still trying to break that shooting drought. 9 straight missed shots, and now we're gonna get a full timeout called by Newton. And we'll step away as they talk things over. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure.
Back here at Hayes High School following the full timeout by Newton. During that break, we were able to get a score in the WAC for girls basketball. Liberal running away against Bennett, Colorado as they lead at halftime 33-4. We mentioned 2 games that have been announced as the final score. Hugoton defeated Olathe East 41-35, and Life Prep got a big win over Manhattan. So Sutterman gets it now, being guarded by Winter. It's a handoff over to Cyber. Now the Railers just working back and forth as Henderson drives to the lane, tries a shot, no good. And Kenley Winter comes out with her 3rd rebound of the game. She'll take it up the other end and go to the right corner. And now Martin with it over to Dreher. Throws across court. Now Winter alone in the right corner. 3-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Molly Martin gets the rebound, and she tried going up with it, but instead will get fouled and go to the line. 2nd rebound of the game for Molly Martin, and just in this game, she matches her season rebound total from last season. And now she'll go to the line. First free throw is up, and she puts it in for her 9th point of the game. (36-21) Hayes High lead as Molly Martin gets set to attempt her 2nd free throw. As we mentioned, 76.8% from the line last season, as that was her first free throw attempt of the night. This one off the side of the rim, no good, and Zoe Winters is going to be the one that comes out with the rebound. And now a steal from the Railers. Brooklyn Bailey comes out with it. And now up ahead, she turns it over. And Hayes High's going to get it back as we are under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Hayes High still in front, 36-21, 55 seconds on the clock. Dreher inbounds it to Martin. She'll walk it up the floor. Guarded by Cyber, kicks it over. Now Dreher tries a left corner three on the way. Takes one bounce, no good, and bounces off the shot clock. And Hayes High will go back on defense. So far, it hasn't bothered any teams really today. In fact, here at Hayes High, we didn't get a shot clock violation till about the third quarter of the second game. So far, teams are working their way around it. Now Henderson drives it in for Newton, and she got fouled as she tried passing it out, and she'll get 2 free throws. They'll go against Riley Dreher, so that she's the first Hayes High Indian to go in foul trouble. 3 so far for her, and we'll see if Lynn Melvin decides to make a substitution with only 33 seconds to go in the half. Newton's leading scorer, Amory Henderson, will go to the line, and the first free throw, no good. So Hayes High will make the substitution. Dreher comes out, and Jenna Schmeidler, the leading scorer, checks back into the game. Henderson takes 2 dribbles and an extra one as well. She'll put the free throw up, and it's no good, and Jenna Schmeidler comes out with the rebound after just checking in. Under 35 seconds, the shot clock is dead. Schmeidler has the ball, kicks it over into the corner for Winter. And now back out to Schmeidler as she takes some steps back, looking for someone to pass the ball to. 14 seconds on the clock. Hayes High looking to get one more basket before we go into halftime. Schmeidler with it, kicks it over on the right wing to Martin. Now back out to Winter. She'll look, throw it inside to Zoe Winter. She'll try the fadeaway shot and get it to go at just 1 second before the buzzer sounds. And Hayes High will take a 38-21 lead into the half. They jumped out to a 14-2 lead to start the game and have never looked back. So we're gonna go to halftime and have a recap of the first half when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Hayes High School on the halftime show as the Lady Indians lead Newton at the break 38-21, and we'll now take a look at our recap of the first half. Hayes High got the first 6 points of the game, and like we said, have never looked back since. The first 6 points came from a jump shot by Kinley Winter, a layup by Kinley Winter, then 2 free throws followed by Katie Lindenberger, and then Molly Martin had a jump shot as well, but then Newton got their first points of the game from Emery Henderson, and then Hayes High would follow by going on an 8-0 run, which started with a basket from Jenna Schmeidler, Hayes High's leading scorer at the break in her first varsity game as a freshman, and that run would come to an end as Newton struck back with a basket from number 14, Mia Coleman, but then Hayes High struck back again, with a three-pointer from Molly Martin to extend their lead to 17-5, and then Hayes High outscored Newton at the end of the first quarter, 4-3 to take a 21-8 lead going into the second quarter, and then Newton got the first points out of the break from Tatum Sutterman hitting a three-pointer, and then both teams went back and forth as Hayes High jumped out to a 28-16 lead, and they would score the next 7 points of the game, which all came from Jenna Schmeidler, and then the Railers would respond with 5 points of their own, 3 of which came from Amory Henderson, and the other 2 coming from Tage Botterwick. And then to end that first half, Hayes High would get a free throw from Molly Martin, and then a basket at the buzzer by number 44 Zoe Winter to take a 38-21 lead into halftime. And we'll take a look at our team and individual numbers when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School on the halftime show, Hayes High leading Newton at the break 38-21, and we're now going to take a look at our individual and team numbers. Starting with Hayes High, Jenna Schmeidler leads the scoring at the break with 11 points, and right behind her, the senior Molly Martin has 9. Also for Hayes High, Katie Lindenberger finishes the first half with 4 points, Kinley Winter with 3, and Morgan Armbruster with 2. Molly Buckles also has 4 points as well, and so does Zoe Winter, and Lindsay Kanek has 1 point off of a free throw. Looking at Newton's scoring, it is coming from the same 4 players, with the leader in that category is Amory Henderson with 10. Behind her, Tatum Sutterman has 6, and then also Tage Botterbeck has 2, and Mia Coleman finished with 3 in the first half. And looking at Hayes High's other individual numbers, Jenna Schmeidler had 3 rebounds in the first half. Annie Humphrey finished with a steal, and Molly Martin had 2 rebounds as well as an assist and 3 steals. Kelly Winter has 3 rebounds at the break as well as 3 assists, which puts her as the leader in that category for the first half. Morgan Armbruster finished with 2 rebounds and an assist. And also Riley Dreher had 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then Lindsay Kanek is the team leader in rebounds at the break with 4, while also getting a steal. And Molly Buckles has 2 rebounds as well, and Zoe Winter has 3. And looking at Newton's other individual numbers, they have the leader in rebounds with 3 is Tatum Sutterman, and she also has 2 assists. Mia Coleman finished with an assist as well, and Emma Fonsteele has a rebound and a steal. Amber Henderson had 1 rebound, and Brooklyn Bailey had 2 while also getting a steal. And Anna Lawrence finished with a lone block in that first half for either team. And looking at our team numbers at the break, Hayes High went 13 for 36 from the field and 2 for 14 from three-point range, with a ball also going 10 for 13 at the free throw line. And in that first half, Hayes High had 21 rebounds as well as 7 assists and 5 steals. And looking at Newton, they went 6 for 18 from the field, going 4 for 8 from three-point range, and 5 for 8 at the free throw line. And they had just 7 first-half rebounds, as well as 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. And that'll do it for our individual and team numbers. We'll take a look at some of the scores from around the state when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians. Welcome back to Hayes High School as we get set to go to the second half action. And before we get to that, we'll get you some scores from around the state for the girls' side. We mentioned Hugoton and Live Prep both got wins for their first game in the shootout. McPherson leads Dodge City 45-29 after 3 quarters, and we mentioned Liberal in front of Bennett, Colorado 33-4. Topeka at halftime leads Wamego 37-36, and Marysville sneaking past Valley Heights in the first half. That score 27-23. So as we get the second half underway, it's Hayes High ball with Molly Martin inbounding, Jenna Schmeidler into the game as well at the point guard, and also Kenley Winter and Zoe Winter into the game, and Katie Lindenberger down on the post as well. Schmeidler with it will do some moves and try kicking it into the corner, but Amory Henderson comes out with her first steal of the night. And then right away, Kenley Winter responds with one as well, as he'll try a jump shot. It takes one bounce out the front of the rim, and before any team could come out with a rebound, it's a foul against Hayes High. Molly Martin got called for it. There was a collision between her and Tatum Sutterman. Molly can't believe that it was called against her, but it'll be Railer ball. Sutterman will inbound it over to Lawrence, and then she'll throw it right back to Sutterman. Sutterman does some moves against Kenley Winter. She's been playing some tight defense tonight. She'll get the screen, and we'll throw it up ahead, looking, and then Jenna Schmeidler gets the steal for Hayes High. She'll go down the floor, stops, kicks it over. Martin thought about trying a 3, and instead will go back to Schmeidler. Baseline drive on the left side. She'll get it to go, and they'll count it with a foul. Jenna Schmeidler extends her point scoring to 13, and Molly Martin will be given her second assist of the night. And it's a 40-21 Hayes High lead. The foul's called against number 34, Anna Lawrence, making that her third foul of the game. And because of that, she checks out of the game as well. Brindley Cyber will come in and her place. as Schmeidler can't get the free throw to go. The rebound was by Amory Henderson. Now she'll stop, lost the dribble at the end. Molly Martin almost got another steal, but instead, after Emma Fonstiel came out with it, she'll turn it over on a travel, and Hayes High will get it back. Zoe Winter was the one inbounding it, and Jenna Schmeidler will walk it up the floor as she crosses midcourt, works towards the left wing, does some dribble moves over to Martin, or excuse me, over to Winter. She'll drive, stop, kicks it over. Martin now will try a right corner three, takes one bounce, no good, and it will roll out of bounds, and it will go to the railers. Hayes High shooting a lot of three-pointers so far in tonight's game, but so far I've not been getting them to fall. They're 2 for 15. They're 2 for 15 so far. But that was kind of the case last season as well. They have it listed as 27% from three-point range in the 22 games that they played last season. Sutterman with the ball, and another steal for Molly Martin, getting her up to 4. She'll throw it up ahead to Kenley Winter. Up ahead, Schmeidler underneath the basket. She gets the layup to go. 4 assists for Kenley Winter and 15 points for Jenna Schmeidler. Now with the ball, Fonensteel lost it. She got trapped, and instead it will roll out of bounds, and it will stay with the Railers. Sutterman was originally going to be the one that threw it in. Instead, Emma Fonensteel will step in her place with the student section right behind her in their ESPN game theme. Pass over to Henderson from Coleman. She'll look and throw it up ahead. Cyber kicks it back out. Now Henderson tries a three off the side of the rim. No good, and Schmeidler has her 4th rebound. They'll go up ahead, and then we're going to get a stoppage of play and a kick ball called against Newton. And we'll also see Hayes High make some substitutions with an entirely new group, including Molly Buckles, Kinsley Newell checking into for the first time as well. And also returning is Riley Dreher, Morgan Armbruster, and Lindsey Canick. 6:01 to go here in the third quarter. Hayes High has doubled their lead, 42-21, and a shot from mid-range from Molly Buckles is no good, and Emery Henderson has her 3rd rebound of the game. With it now, Sutterman. She'll stop being guarded by Dreher, goes out a little bit, and kicks it over to Fonensteel. Henderson with it, looking for a screen, and gets it from Cyber, and now a long three-pointer on the way, no good below the backboard. And Lindsey Canick has another rebound, her 5th of the night. 6 for 20 so far for Newton as they missed that last shot. Dreher kicks it over to Armbruster. She'll go inside to Buckles. Underneath the basket, she gets the layup to go, and they'll be called for another foul against Newton. Armbruster had an open shot in the corner, but instead decided to throw it into Buckles, and she's now up to 6 points as Armbruster has her 2nd assist. Foul was called against Tatum Sutterman, making that her 2nd of the game. And right out the gate in the second half, Hayes High has the first 6 points. And they can make it 7 with this free throw, but it's no good by Molly Buckles. As the rebound goes to Henderson once again. They'll go up court. Fonensteel with it, being guarded by Armbruster, does a spin move, and we're going to get a foul called on Armbruster as she went off, or as Fonensteel went off the spin move. Just the first foul for Armbruster in tonight's game. Has 2 points so far, as well as 2 rebounds and 2 assists. They'll throw it in to number 22 Fonensteel once again. And she tried going up for the layup on a double team, but instead we'll get fouled. And once again, it's Morgan Armbruster. So going to the line for the Railers is number 22 Emma Fonensteel. Hasn't got her first points yet tonight, but has gotten a rebound and a steal. The first one is up. It takes one bounce off the back iron and then goes in. First points of this second half for the Railers. As they are now 6 for 9 from the free throw line. And now 7 for 10 as she gets the second one to go. With it now is Dreher. She works on the right wing. Kicks it over to Newell. Now she'll throw over to Armbruster in the left corner. Hayes High just working around the arc, and now they'll go inside to Buckles. Back out to Armbruster, a three-pointer on the way. Buckets! Morgan Armbruster off with the assist from Molly Buckles. Gets her first three-pointer of the season. And now she's up to 5, and Hayes High's got a 47-23 lead. with it now, Fawnensteel. She'll kick it out into the right corner. It takes one bounce on the three-pointer off the three-point attempt from Sutterman, and then Buckles comes out with her third rebound. Back out to Armbruster in the left corner. She'll try another three, and she gets another one to go. Kinsley Newell gets the assist, and Morgan Armbruster now up to 8 points. Now another steal for Hayes High. Kinsley Newell's the one that comes out with it. She had 11 last season and gets her first of the night right there, and we're going to get a foul called. Or no, not a foul. It's another kick ball against Newton. Mia Coleman checks back into the game in place of Amory Henderson. Has been the key for Newton tonight. 10 points and 4 rebounds. We mentioned she was an ABCTL honorable mention a year ago as the Railers returned both players that were named there. And now Armbruster, another three. That's 3 in a row for Morgan Armbruster. Riley Dreher gets the assist, and now Morgan Armbruster becomes the third Lady Indian into double figures with 11. And now as the Railers go inside, there's going to be a foul call against Hayes High. It's Jenna Schmeidler making that her second of the night. Or correction, they actually are going to call it against Riley Dreher. So that's 4 fouls for her, so we should see her come out in a second as Hayes High sends 4 to the scores table. And the first free throw by Mia Coleman is good to get the Railers up to 24. Now Hayes High does make the substitution. Schmeidler, Lindenberger, and Zoe and Kinley Winter are into the game, and so is Molly Martin. Coleman gets set to attempt her second free throw. Trying to get the Railers up to 25 points, which would about match their average from last season as they averaged 25.8 points per game last season. She does get the free throw to go, and now the Railers 9 for 12 at the line. As they'll kick it over, Kinley Winter with it. Had the pass deflected, and the steal is by Emma Fawnensteel. As Winter able to catch up with her, and now the ball's out as Lindenberger poked it free. Over now, Mia Coleman. Zoe Winter playing back a little bit. And now they'll go inside, and Mia Coleman got bumped as she received the pass from Brindley Cyber. And that's going to be more free throws for the Railers. It's called on Jenna Schmeidler. It's her second foul of the game. Now Mia Coleman back to the line, made her last 2 just a second ago. As the first one goes up, it goes in. (53-26), Hayes High is the score. As Coleman gets ready to attempt free throw number 2. She's perfect at the line so far, and she does just that. Schmeidler with it now, goes over to the corner for Molly Martin. She'll throw across court. Now Winter with it. Inside to Zoe. And now Lindenberger underneath the basket. It takes one bounce on the rim and goes in. First assist of the night for Zoe Winter, and Katie Lindenberger now up to 6 points. Now Mia Coleman with it, and we're going to get a foul called against the Railers. Number 24, Brindley Cyber, called for a push-off. Her second foul of the night and the third team foul for Newton. Schmeidler will run it up the floor. Looks, kicks it over to Martin in the left corner. Now back out Schmeidler, college range 3 on the way, buries it! Jenna Schmeidler, how about that to start the career? 18 points, and Molly Martin gets another assist. And Hayes High is now up to 58 points. Now with it is Brooklyn Bailey, and she'll be fouled as she was kind of fading out of bounds on that right baseline. We'll call the foul against number 10, Katie Lindenberger. Her second foul of the game. And the Railers going back to the free throw line. Newton's gotten their last 10 points off of free throws. Or correction, they've gotten their last 8 points off of free throws, so they missed the first one there. But Bailey will get a second free throw. Katie Lindenberger and Zoe Winter are under the rim getting ready to rebound for Hayes High. 4 dribbles from Brooklyn Bailey as she puts the free throw up. Takes a couple bounces and then rolls out. Zoe Winter has her 4th rebound. Kenley Winter up the court, throwing it over to Jenna Schmeidler. Does a dribble move, now drives over into the left corner. Molly Martin with it now. Thought about trying a 3 instead of working around the arc. Now up to Kenley Winter. Kicks it back over. Jenna Schmeidler, she'll try another 3 and get another one to go. 21 points for Jenna Schmeidler as she extends the Hayes High lead to 61-27. And with that, Molly Martin now has 4 assists, and with it now, Tatum Sutterman. And we're going to get a reach and foul called against Hayes High's number 12, Kenley Winter. That's her 3rd foul, so Hayes High's got a few players in foul trouble, with Kenley Winter with 3 and Riley Dreher with 4. That doesn't matter, though, right now, as they got a comfortable 34-point lead. Sutterman will try her first free throw. That one no good. And the Railers will also make a substitution, seeing Emma Fahnenstiel check out and Amory Henderson check back in. Sutterman hasn't hit a free throw yet. She's got 6 points so far, both of those coming off of 3-pointers. The Railers 4 for 11 from 3-point range tonight. Second free throw is up, and she gets that one to go. Jenna Schmeidler with it on the left wing. She'll drive, kick it out. Molly Martin on the left corner. Has to run around the defense and kick it over to Lindenberger. Now back out to Martin. She'll take one dribble. Lindenberger gets it again as the senior duo works it back and forth. And now Zoe Winter comes out with the steal after Amory Henderson got one. And now a 3-pointer from Martin, no good. And Hayes High gets another steal as well as Molly Martin comes out with another one. And now we're going to get a foul called. The foul will go against number 14 for the Railers, Mia Coleman, and Hayes High will put an entirely new group on the floor. That includes Liz Cunningham, Kinsley Newell, Morgan Armbruster, Molly Buckles, and also Lindsay Canick checking back in as well. And the Railers will make a substitution as well with number 32, Naomi Kuntz. Armbruster will inbound it, kicks it over to Cunningham, and right as she got it, she has it deflected out of her hands by Brooklyn Bailey. Armbruster will inbound it. Now they tell Sutterman to take some steps back. Now the refs say that the game can resume. And we're going to get a timeout called by Hayes High. And it will be a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here. And we'll also take a look at our stat update once again. Again, Jenna Schmeidler still leading the way in scoring for Hayes High with 21 points in her first high school game. 11 points for Morgan Armbruster, as those are the only 2 Indians in double figures. Molly Martin just on the brink as well with 9. And also Katie Lindenberger has 6 at the moment. And so does Molly Buckles for the Railers. Their only player in double figures is Amory Henderson, as she has 10. And behind her, Mia Coleman has 7, and so does Tatum Sutterman, as those 3 have accounted for 24 of the 28 Newton points. The other 4 are split between Tasia Botterwick and Emma Fahnenstiel as we get set to resume play. As the refs wait for Hayes High and WAC Coach of the Year Len Melvin to come out of the huddle. Morgan Armbruster will be the one inbounding it once again. She'll get it into Liz Cunningham. She kicks it back out. Armbruster tries another 3. Can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound, and Amory Henderson got there before Lindsay Canick could. Henderson will work up the floor with tight defense from Kinsley Newell. A spin move from Brooklyn Bailey after she got the pass. The rebound, Naomi Kuntz. And it's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointed towards Newton. Railers having some trouble getting shots to go. They started 4 for 12 from the field, and since then they are now 6. Since then they've gone 2 for 10, so they are 6 for 22 on the night. Tatum Sutterman threw it in and has to throw it into the backcourt for Amory Henderson. Couldn't find anybody open in the front court. Henderson kicks it over, finds Botterwick. As she does some spin moves trying to find an open man, finds Brooklyn Bailey. And now she gives it over to Sutterman. She takes some steps back, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hayes High up by 33. Sutterman looks and throws it inside to Henderson as Armbruster fell down. And we're going to get a blocking foul against Hayes High. Cannett got in the way and tried to draw the charge, but instead she'll be called for the foul. That'll be her first personal foul, which will make it the 6th team foul for Hayes High. So the leading scorer for the Railers, Amory Henderson, goes back to the line to shoot some free throws, has 2 of her points from free throws. And the first one is nothing but net. Both teams very successful at the free throw line tonight. Hayes High 10 for 15, Railers 13 for 19. As Henderson gets ready to attempt her second one, it takes a bounce off the front of the rim, no good. And Molly Buckles has her 4th rebound of the night. 18 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Now Morgan Armbruster, left corner 3 on the way, and she gets it to go. Kinsley Newell with her 2nd assist, and Morgan Armbruster now up to 14 points. With it now, a drive to the basket by Amory Henderson and a blocking foul called against Hayes High with 1 second remaining in the half. A lot of the Hayes High fans thought it was going to be a charge, but the Railers are going to get a couple free throws with just 1.3 on the clock. Amory Henderson going back to the line. First free throw is up, and it bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Now Hayes High will make a substitution and return their 5 starters back into the game. And Newton will keep their same group onto the floor, which includes Tatum Sutterman. Amory Henderson is shooting free throws, and then also Tage Botterwick and Brooklyn Bailey, as well as Naomi Kuntz on the floor. As Henderson gets set to attempt the second free throw, it rattles in and out, but they get the rebound. Now she'll try a shot at the buzzer off of a rebound from Tage Botterwick, but it's no good. And now we'll go into the third quarter. Hayes High in front by a score of 64-29. And we'll have our fourth quarter action when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Hayes High School as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Hayes High leading Newton 64-29 after a 26-point third quarter. And now Hayes High will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Riley Dreher will be the one inbounding it to Molly Martin. And Hayes High will keep their starters on the floor, but they do make one change. Instead of Zoe Winter on the floor, Jason Roa checks into the first time. So they have a 5-senior group out there for Hayes High. Molly Martin with the ball. Stops at the right wing, inside to Lindenberger, takes one dribble, does some spin moves, and has the shot blocked by number 23, Amory Henderson. Now Hayes High trying to do some moves. With it now, Kenley Winter throws it over to Martin as the pass got deflected. Now she'll drive in, try a shot inside the paint, and Amory Henderson gets the rebound for her 6th of the night. She'll run down the floor, and will stop and kick it out to Sutterman. Juggle the ball a little bit, but instead kicks it over. Mia Coleman will try a long three, no good. Jason Roa almost got the rebound, but Brooklyn Bailey's the one that comes out with it. Now she'll try a three, and that's no good. And Molly Martin has her 3rd rebound of the night. Now Hayes High going to the other end. Katie Lindenberg gets the rebound off the missed layup, and she'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. The foul will go against number 31, Brooklyn Bailey. The senior gets called for her first foul after the missed layup. That's something to point out. Hayes High has been letting it fly tonight. 23 for 53 so far. Now they're going to go to the line for their 16th free throw attempt of the night, which is no good, off the right side of the rim. So Lindenberger gets set to attempt her 2nd free throw. And that one's good. 65-29 is the Hayes High lead as Lindenberger up to 7 points with that last free throw. Sutterman looking, throws it inside to Coleman, pump fakes, and now will drive into the lane, being guarded by Jason Roa, and that one goes off the side of the rim, or off the side of the backboard, excuse me, and it rolls out of bounds. Newton got off to a good start shooting the ball, but after they started 5 for 15, they have only made 1 of their 11 shots since then. Kelly Winter with the ball, goes inside, Jason Roa tries spinning to get an open look, and instead will get fouled. As the clock already down to 5:35, Hayes High has the 30-point lead, which does give them a running clock here in the 4th quarter. The foul was called against number 22, Emma Fon, still making that her first. Riley Dreher inbounds it, pump fakes a pass to Winter, instead will go inside Lindenberger. She can't get the layup to go, but will be fouled once again, and this time it will be free throws. Tatum Sutterman will be called for her 3rd foul. She tried to block the shot on Lindenberger, but instead she's going to go to the line once again. Lindenberger takes 2 dribbles and will put the free throw up and get it to go. Now Hayes High will make another substitution before Lindenberger attempts her 2nd free throw. Into the game now, we'll see Rylan Harrington check in for the first time tonight, and Brindley Ruppin, the other freshman for Hayes High, will do the same. And Jenna Schmeidler and Zoe Winter into the game as well, as Lindenberger gets her 2nd free throw to go. So Lindenberger gets the first 3 points to start this 4th quarter for Hayes High, all of them being free throws, and the Railers will make a substitution as well, as we'll check in Addison Zerger, the freshman, for the first time. Alexis Wilson back into the game, and so is Brindley Cyber, and Tage Botterwick and Tatum Sutterman on the floor as well. Or correction, it's not Tatum Sutterman, it's Marissa Musser checking in for the first time. Wilson with the ball, she'll try a shot from the free throw line. As that one does not go, Zoe Winter has another rebound. Schmeidler with it, was working towards the right side, now will go towards the left, and now Rylan Harrington, a 3-pointer on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound to Molly Buckles, that one no good. And Zoe Winter faded away as she got the rebound. Now with it, Zoe Winter. She'll spin. Now a 3-pointer. Jenna Schmeidler trying another one. Can't get that one to fall. And the rebound goes out to the Railers. With it now, Marissa Musser. She'll drive, being guarded by Schmeidler. Hands it off, and Cyber almost lost it, but then will be called for a foul or Zoe Winter will be called for a foul. She tried going in for the loose ball. 2:58 to go here in the 4th quarter as Hayes High just about to punch their ticket to the 2nd round of the winner's side of the bracket here in the Hayes City Shootout. They already know who they're facing. They will face the Hugoton Eagles, who defeated Olathe East earlier today. And Marissa Musser got the inbound and then almost got called for a backcourt violation. but she was able to regain herself as Alexis Wilson passes up ahead to Tage Bodowek. She drove for a second and tried kicking it out to Addison Zerger, but she's able to save it from going out of bounds. Now Cyber with it. Pump fakes, kicks it over. And now Musser lost the ball again, but again regains it. And now a foul called against Hayes High's Kinsley Newell, who tried going in for the steal. Musser struggling to dribble the ball on this possession, but it will stay with the Railers off of a foul call on Kinsley Newell for her first of the night. With it now, Alexis Wilson off a pass from Musser, being guarded by Cunningham. They'll kick it back out. Musser lost the ball, and Kinsley Newell has her second steal of the night. She'll walk towards that left side, and we'll get a screen from Jason Rowe, and now a three-pointer on the way from Liz Cunningham. No good, but Rylan Harrington's got the rebound. They'll kick it out, and now a shot on the way from Brinley Rupp. That one's no good, and the rebound will go to the Railers. Now Hayes High comes out with a steal from Brinley Rupp for her first of her career, and then she got fouled. The foul will be called against number 12 for the Railers, Marissa Musser, as we're now under a minute to go. Hayes High about to punch their ticket to the semifinals of the winner's side of the bracket. As Rylan Harrington with the ball kicks it out. Kinsley Newell driving from the right wing. She'll get fouled on a push, and we'll see if they decide to give her free throws. Nope, they will put her on the right baseline for Hayes High to throw it in. Fifth team foul for the Railers. 28 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. This will be a pass into Jason Rowe. She'll kick it out. Brinley Rupp, three-pointer from the right wing, from the right corner, no good. And the rebound goes to Brinley Cyber for her first of the night. Alexis Wilson with the ball at the top of the arc, does a dribble move, throws it inside to Bodderwick, and now a three-pointer from Musser off the side of the rim, no good. But the Railers able to get the rebound as Musser will fall through the floor, and that will bring us to the end of the game. So Hayes High gets the season-opening win by a final score of 67-29. After getting out to a 38-21 lead going into halftime, they hold Newton to 8 points in the second half and just dominate from start to finish to start their season off 1-0. And we'll be right back with our post-game show for tonight's game. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School on the postgame show as the Lady Indians defeat the Railers 67-29 to start their season off with a win in the shootout. We'll take a look back at the game by recapping what happened. Hayes High jumped out to a 6-0 lead, but then Newton responded with 2 points from Amory Henderson, who finished as their leading scorer. But then that would follow with an 8-0 run from Hayes High that included a shot from Jenna Schmeidler, who was Hayes High's leading scorer, and the final points would come from 2 free throws by Zoe Winter, and it would be ended by number 14, Mia Coleman, hitting a shot. But then 2 teams traded back and forth at the end of that first quarter, and Hayes High took a 21-8 lead to go into the next 8 minutes. And then out of the gate, Newton got a 3-pointer from number 10, Tatum Sutterman, and that would follow with 7 points from Hayes High, including 5 from Molly Martin, and also a 2-pointer from Katie Lindenberger, but also a 3-pointer for the Railers by number 23, Amory Henderson. And then Hayes High went on a 7-0 run with all those points coming from Jenna Schmeidler. But then the Railers would respond with 5 points of their own, with those being split by 3 from Amory Henderson and 2 from Tage Botterwick. But then Hayes High took a 38-21 lead into halftime. And then Hayes High started off the second half with a 6-0 run, which included 4 points from Jenna Schmeidler. And then Molly Buckles had a 2-pointer to extend the Hayes High lead to 44-21. And then the 2 teams went back and forth. Hayes High jumped out to a 53-23 lead. And then the Railers would respond with 4 straight points, which all came from number 14, Mia Coleman. And then Hayes High got the next 8 points, with the first 2 coming from Katie Lindenberger, and then the next 6 coming from 2 3-pointers from Jenna Schmeidler. And then so Hayes High took a 64-29 lead at the end of the third quarter after that. And then the final 3 points of the game were all from Hayes High. Katie Lindenberger off of 3 free throws, and Hayes High got the 67-29 win. And we'll take a look at the final numbers when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Back here at Hayes High School on the postgame show as Hayes High gets a season-opening win 67-29 over the Newton Railers, and we're now going to take a look at our final individual numbers. Starting off with Hayes High scoring Jenna Schmeidler in her first high school game, 21 points finishing off the night, and Morgan Armbruster had 14 right behind her as well. And finishing with 9 points for Hayes High was the senior duo of Katie Lindenberger and Molly Martin. And Molly Buckles had 6 points, and Zoe Winter finished with 4. And then rounding it out is Kinley Winter with 3 and Lindsay Canick with 1. And then looking at the Railers, they had the same 5 players that score all night. And that was Amory Henderson finishing with 11, Tatum Sutterman right behind her with 7, and Mia Coleman had 7 as well. And then the other 4 points were split between Tage Botterweck and Emma Fawnensteel. And now looking at Hayes High's other individual numbers, Brinley Rupp had a steal, and Jenna Schmeidler finished with 4 rebounds and a steal. Also, Annie Humphrey had a steal as well. And Katie Lindenberger finished with 2 rebounds. And Molly Martin had 3 rebounds, which also came with 4 assists and 5 steals, which, like we said, puts her as the new record holder for Hayes High with 169 career steals. Kenley Winter had 3 rebounds as well, and a steal with 4 assists to go along with it. And Morgan Armbruster finished with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then rounding it out, Kinsley Newell had 2 assists and 2 steals. Riley Dreher finished with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. And then Lindsay Canick had 5 rebounds and a steal. And Molly Buckles finished with 4 rebounds and an assist. And the team leader in rebounds tonight was Zoe Winter, finishing with 6, while also getting an assist and a steal. And for the other Newton numbers, Tatum Sutterman finished with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Tage Botterweck had 3 rebounds as well, and Mia Coleman had an assist. Emma Fawnensteel finished with a rebound and 2 steals. Amory Henderson was the leading rebounder with 6. She also had a block and 2 steals. And Brentley Cyber had a rebound. Brooklyn Bailey finished with 3 rebounds and a steal. And Naomi Kuntz had 1 rebound, and Anna Lawrence had 1 block. And that'll do it for our individual numbers, and we'll have our team numbers when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here at Hayes High School on the postgame show, and we're now going to take a look at our team numbers, starting off with Hayes High. They shot the ball 60 times and made 23 of those. and they also went 8 for 25 from three-point range and 13 for 19 from the free throw line. They finished with 32 rebounds overall, 21 in the first half and 11 in the second half, as well as 17 team assists and 12 steals. And then looking over at Newton, they went 6 for 29 from the field, which also included them missing their final 12 shots of the game. They went 4 for 15 from three-point range and then finished with 13 for 22 from the free throw line. And they also had 18 rebounds in the game, 7 of which were in the first half and 11 in the second half. They had 3 assists and also 5 steals and 2 blocks as well. And before we go into another break, we're going to take a look at some of the girls' scores from around the state. Hugoton defeated Olathe East 41-35, so Hayes High will face Hugoton and Newton will face Olathe East. Life Prep defeated Manhattan by a final score of 53-48. That was a game that went back and forth all night. McPherson leads Dodge City 45-29 at the end of 3 quarters. And Liberal had no trouble against Bennett, Colorado, winning that one by a final score of 53-10. And also a WAC team playing a Colorado team. Garden City is having no trouble with Colorado. They lead that one at halftime 32-1. Wamego was down by 1 at halftime against Topeka, but they emerged victorious by a final score of 48-44. The most recent update we have on the final 2 games are Olathe North leading St. James Academy at the break 24-18. And this one we don't have an update on either, but Marysville led Valley Heights 27-23 at halftime. So that'll do it for our coverage of the girls' game. And when we come back, we will have our pregame show for the boys' game as they look to start their season off with a win for the 7th year in a row. This is ASI Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians. Welcome back to Hayes High School as the boys game about to get underway, as Hayes High will face Newton in the second half of tonight's action. And before we get our team rundowns, we'll take a look at some of the boys games going on around the state tonight. Starting off in the shootout, where all three of the other boys games have been concluded. The winner of tonight's game will get Hugoton. They jumped out to a 32-11 lead at halftime over TMP and ended up winning by 30 by a final score of 51-21. And also the other two games, Blue Valley Northwest, one of the newest teams in the tournament this year, defeats Life Prep 59-43. And also Sunrise Christian, after going 1-2 in the tournament last season, blows out Manhattan by a final score of 76-56. And also Liberal will be taking on Rye, Colorado, and Dodge will be taking on McPherson as well. And Garden City boys will take on Colorado. And we'll also cover the boys game of Valley Heights and Marysville, as well as the Topeka and Wamego game, and also take a look at Bishop Miege, who will be facing off at home tonight against Barstow, Missouri. And we'll now get you our team rundown, starting off with Hayes High. They went 13-8 last season after they fell to Goddard in the opening round of Substate. And Hayes High also graduated a very talented senior class that led to the team's fourth WAC championship in the last 5 seasons, and included WAC Player of the Year Jack Weimer, second team All-WAC selection Kaiser Fox, and current Hastings Bronco Edwin Moeller. But despite all those losses, as WAC Coach of the Year Sean Dreiling leads Hayes High into his 3rd season with the program, they do get some key guys back. And this Hayes High team has some key seniors such as Jonathan Cano and Cooper Lindenmeyer. But this is a team that has some key underclassmen who will be part of the starting 5 tonight. Those guys include leading scorer and rebounder and first-team WAC selection Dawson Reuter, as well as Trey Oakley, who will be a key part on defense tonight, and Isaac Fox, who saw action in 19 games last season. So after going 1-2 in last year's shootout, Hayes High can use tonight's game as a big confidence boost as they hunt for the title and look to build off a 1-2 start to last year's season in the shootout, where they had some tough losses against eventual shootout champion Life Prep and also Millwood, Oklahoma. Now as we take a look at Newton, they went 2-17 last season and once again are still labeled as being in that rebuild phase despite having 5 seniors on their roster just like Hayes High. And that label of rebuild, though, is mainly because they're being led by their 3rd different coach in the last 3 years tonight, as Paul Reichenberger, who now takes the reins of the program from Zamir Gustavo. So the Railer basketball program has actually not had someone coach for multiple seasons since 2020, when Andy Preston was the coach for 2 seasons from 2018 to 2020. But just like their girls team, they returned both of their ABCTL honorable mentions, Cole Dillon and Maddox Williams. And this team is no stranger to the shootouts. This is their 13th appearance, which puts them 3rd on the list for non-Hayes High teams behind TMP and Manhattan. And they got one of their 2 wins last season in this tournament when they beat TMP in the second round on the consolation side after they lost to Live Prep to start the shootout, and then played Manhattan in the 4th place game. So that'll do it for our team rundowns, and we'll take a look at starting lineups and then tip off when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or tick it.
Back here at Hayes High School, as we're about set to get ready for the boys basketball game between Hayes High and Newton, and we'll get you our starting lineups now, starting with Newton. At wearing number 2 will be the 6'3 junior Cole Dillon, one of 2 ABCTL honorable mentions last season. And wearing number 3, Camden Schmidt, 6'3 senior, will get a start as well, along with another 6'3 senior, number 4, Chayton Buffalo. And also the third senior in the starting lineup tonight is number 5, Caden Burnett, and number 13, Maddox Williams, the 5'10 junior, will get the start as well. Now looking at Hayes High, they made some changes compared to last season. We're not seeing Dawson Reuter in the starting lineup tonight. We will see number 5, Trace Jacobs, who played in 8 games last season, get the start tonight, which would be the first of his career as well. Trey Oakley, though, does return in the starting lineup as he was the team leader in assists, steals, and blocks last season. And Cooper Johnson also gets a start as well. The 6'2 senior played in 11 games last season and averaged just over 1 point per game, and also had an assist and a steal. Isaac Fox is in the starting lineup tonight after playing 19 games last season, and he was also tied as the team leader in steals and also had 5.3 points per game last season. And rounding it out is a 5'10 senior, number 30, Carter Lang. And we're going to step away once again, and we'll have tip-off for you when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Hello, we want to thank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School as we are about set to get underway as Hayes High takes on Newton in the second half of our action tonight in the Hayes City Shootout. As Hayes High gets set to take the floor, wearing all white tonight with the maroon numbers with a gold outline and also white letters that read Hayes across the chest with a maroon outline. And Newton will be wearing the black jerseys with black pants as well as white numbers and a gold outline with gold letters reading Newton across the front and a white outline. So we're about ready to get things underway. It will be Isaac Fox doing the tip for Hayes High against number 3, Camden Schmidt. So 6'4" for Hayes High against 6'3" for Newton. The 8 minutes is on the clock. Hayes High has 3 different starters in the lineup tonight compared to last season. Or correction, it's actually four different starters tonight, with Trey Oakley being the only returning one from last season. The tip is up, and it will go to the Railers' number 5, Caden Burnett, as they'll work from left to right from our vantage point. Maddox Williams will take it up the floor. It's a handoff to Camden Schmidt, working over towards that left wing and passes it over to Cole Dillon. Railers just working it back and forth on handoffs across the arc, and now Williams will drive to the basket, stop, will spin on the fadeaway, and he gets the first shot of the game to go for Newton. So 2-0 start to this game for Newton as Trey Oakley will bring it up the floor and will work towards that right side, being guarded by Chayton Buffalo. He'll take some steps back, working near the H of the Hayes across the front, across midcourt. Carter Lang with the ball now, wearing number 1 tonight instead of number 30. Trace Jacobs with it now, passes it over. Now a drive from Isaac Fox. He stops at the free throw line, kicks it out. Cooper Johnson, right wing 3, off the back iron, no good. And the rebound goes out to Maddox Williams. Now Cole Dillon with the ball, kicks it back out to the right corner. A drive from Caden Burnett, and he gets fouled. And no, he actually will charge on number 10, Trey Oakley, and it's the first turnover of the night for the Railers. A lot of fans thought it was going to be called for a shooting foul against Hayes High, but that'll be the first foul of the game for the Railers, called against Caden Burnett. Cooper Johnson inbounds it to Trey Oakley. Gets past Chayton Buffalo as he dribbles it behind his back. Now over to Lang, and he'll kick it over to Fox. Johnson, a wrong 3 on the way, front of the rim, no good. Rebound still loose, and Maddox Williams has the second rebound of the night for the Railers. So 2 misses from Cooper Johnson and 2 rebounds to follow from Maddox Williams. Dillon with it, hands it off. Schmidt with it. Oakley on the defense. Just seeing the Railers working around the arc and handing it off to the guy behind them. As Williams will now take some steps back near midcourt, being guarded by Carter Lang, kicks it out. Buffalo with the ball. Over now Schmidt. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and now he'll pull up from just inside the 2-point range, and Carter Lang has his first rebound of the game. Isaac Fox with it, drives past the defense, being guarded by Burnett, and he can't get the layup to go, and Cole Dillon comes out with the rebound. 0 for 3 start from the field for Hayes High as we are 2 minutes into this game. A drive from Cole Dillon being guarded by Trey Oakley. He kicks it out. And now a drive from Maddox Williams, and he will be fouled on the defense by Cooper Johnson. Or actually, they're going to call it against Carter Lang, who was on the defense that time, for the first foul of the night for Hayes High. Worked towards the free throw line and tried pulling up for a shot, but it will not be a free throws. It will be thrown in by number 13, Maddox Williams, and Dawson Reuter checks into the game for the first time tonight in place of Isaac Fox. Now a steal from Cooper Johnson, steps right in front of the pass, being guarded by Schmidt all the way to the basket, no good. Dawson Reuter there for the rebound, but he gets fouled on the way up. Dawson Reuter, the team rebounding leader from last season, came out of nowhere and able to snag it down as they're going to get a foul called on number 5, Caden Burnett, so he has both of the first 2 fouls in this game for Newton. So Dawson Reuter going to the line to shoot some free throws, 67% at the line last season, on point with the average for Hayes High as they shot 66% as a team. Reuter's first free throw is nothing but net as he gets the first points of the game for Hayes High. We'll also see some substitutions for the Railers. Number 5, Caden Burnett, comes out of the game. We'll also see number 20, Josiah Thurber, check in for the first time. Reuter takes a deep breath. It is absolutely silent here at Hayes High School. And he gets his second free throw to go. So a 2-2 game now for Hayes High off of 2 free throws from Dawson Reuter. Cole Dillon's guarded by Trey Oakley as he works up the floor. Camden Schmidt with it. Now it ends up back to Dillon as he'll try a left wing 3. That's no good. And Dawson Reuter comes out with his second rebound of the game. Carter Lang with it, runs to the left wing, throws it over to Reuter. Backs down his man, driving all the way into the paint, being guarded by Thurber, and he puts it off the glass and in. Dawson Reuter using that big man strength, able to back down his man all the way to the basket, and Hayes High's got their first lead of the night. Schmidt with it, hands it off to Buffalo. He's guarded by Trace Jacobs, and now they'll throw it into the left corner for Maddox Williams, into a double team, and we're going to get a foul called against Hayes High. He'll go against Carter Lang. He can't believe that it was called against him. He didn't think he put that much pressure on the play, on his defense, but it will be his second foul of the game. We'll also see a substitution now as Camden Schmidt checks out of the game, and a 5'10 senior, Gio James, checks in for the first time. Cole Dillon with the ball off the inbound. Trey Oakley on the defense. Hands it off to James, who just checked in. He'll run from the left wing to the right wing around the arc. Kicks it over. Buffalo with it. And now they kick it back out. Maddox Williams with the ball, standing on the S of the midcourt logo. Walks in slowly, being guarded by Jonathan Cano, who just checked in. Does some moves all the way to the basket, into a double-team shot. And with the rebound is Cooper Johnson. And he lost it at the very end, and with the steal is Chayton Buffalo. Now a shot from number 20 is Josiah Thurber, and he gets the shot to go. So now at the other end, Hayes High with it, and Dawson Reuter has gotten the first 6 points of the game for Hayes High, and they'll give the assist to number 2, Johnny Cano. Now a shot on the way. And the shot was good by it was by number 13, Maddox Williams. And now a three-pointer from Hayes High. Johnny Cano gets the three-pointer to go. Now some quick ball here, and they threw a pass up court, and it's going to be a foul called against number 3, Trace Jacobs, and he'll check out of the game. After that's his first foul of the game. That right there was some fast-paced basketball to keep up with. But Hayes High's got the 9-6 lead with 3:35 to go in the first quarter. The inbound will go to Maddox Williams behind half court as he passes it now. Gives it over to Cole Dillon. He'll drive, being guarded by Trey Oakley. Lost his balance as he falls into the right corner. Over to Schmidt. He'll drive and try a fadeaway shot. And the rebound goes to Cooper Lindenmeyer, who just checked into the game. Hayes High will go up ahead. Trey Oakley lost the ball as he got fouled. He bumped into number 20, Josiah Thurber. And that's his first foul of the game, making that the third team foul for the Railers. And Oakley would have lost the ball if the foul was not called, but Thurber was called for his first foul of the game. And Johnny Cano will go in for the inbound. 3 across the baseline for Hayes High, and Isaac Fox at the top of the arc. Lindenmeyer gets the inbound as Fox takes it on the right wing. And now Dawson Reuter, right corner 3 on the way. No good, but he is able to get his own miss as it goes over to Trey Oakley. He'll be the one that gets the official rebound. And Isaac Fox will be the one that gets the basket. With it now, Cole Dillon gives it over to Gio James. Those two just work back and forth between each other, and now Dillon spinning all the way to the basket, being guarded by Dawson Reuter. As it takes a couple bounces off the rim, it rolls out, but there was a foul on the play. It'll go against number 34, Dawson Reuter, for his first of the night, and the 14th foul for Hayes High. This will be 2 free throws for the Railers. Number 2, Cole Dillon. As he gets set, it is up, and it is good. So Cole Dillon cuts the Hayes High lead down to 4 with the first free throw attempt and make of the night for Newton. And they'll make a substitution as Maddox Williams checks out of the game. Dillon's second free throw is up. Bounces off the front and back of the rim. And Dawson Reuter's got the rebound. He throws it all the way up court, and Johnny Cano was under the basket, but he was not ready for it. And it hits him out of bounds. And it will be Newton ball. This time they'll have to start from the other end of the floor because of the long shot pass from Dawson Reuter. It would have ended up right in the hands of Johnny Cano, but he wasn't ready for it. But Hayes High still's got an 11-7 lead with 2:29 to go. Now a three-pointer on the way from the left corner. No good by Camden Schmidt, and the rebound goes out to Cooper Lindenmeyer. With it now, Johnny Cano in the right corner. Takes some steps back after driving in, and now Isaac Fox with it. Spin move under the basket, pump fakes, and he gets the basket to go. 14-7 Hayes High lead after that Isaac Fox bucket. Now Camden Schmidt with it, being guarded by Fox. Cole Dillon gets the handoff, works towards that left side, and now will drive into the lane. Fox and Oakley there on the defense, and it's another foul call against Hayes High. That'll be their 15th foul of this first quarter. So wait to see who will be called against. Isaac Fox was the one on the defense, and then Trey Oakley came in at the end of the play. But they're actually going to get it against Cooper Lindenmeyer for his first of the night. So with 1:53 to go here in the first quarter, Cole Dillon will go back to the line to shoot some more free throws. And that one, the first one is good. So he's gotten his first two, both off of free throws, and he's 2 for 3 at the line. The Railers will make a substitution and see Josiah Thurber check out of the game. And Hayes High will send both Cooper Johnson and Trace Jacobs back in place of Cooper Lindenmeyer and Isaac Fox, who were both in on that left side for this free throw attempt. As Cole Dillon gets set to attempt his second free throw. Has attempted all 3 of the free throws tonight for the Railers, and he gets that one to go. Trey Oakley will bring it up the floor off the inbound from Cooper Johnson. He stops about NBA range and kicks it over to Dawson Reuter. He'll kick it out. Cooper Johnson, right corner 3 on the way, no good. Rebound being fought for, and Dawson Reuter made a jumping effort for it, but fell to the ground, and that was because of a foul call against Newton. We'll go against Chayton Buffalo. 14th foul of the game for Newton. Johnny Cano will inbound it. Hayes High will keep that same formation where they have three guys across the baseline and 1 in the backcourt. Cooper Johnson got the inbound in between the right wing and right corner. Johnny Cano, college range 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound gets batted out of bounds, and it will stay with Hayes High. It's tough to say who's going to come out with it. There were players there for both teams. Dawson Reuter was pointing in Hayes High's direction, and that's where it will stay. As Johnny Cano inbounds it. We'll look, trying to find anybody to throw to. Instead, we'll throw it to Dawson Reuter, but instead that one's stolen by Chayton Buffalo. And at the other end is number 1, Gio James, and he slams it home. Had no one around him and was able to dunk it. The first one we've seen in this entire shootout here at Hayes High. Johnny Cano kicks it over to Trace Jacobs on the right wing. He'll take some dribbles back and throws it to Cooper Johnson. This time he'll try another 3, and this one goes. Trace Jacobs gets the assist, and Cooper Johnson has his first three-pointer of the game. Camden Schmidt with it off a pass from Cole Dillon. Williams back over to Schmidt. Gio James had the pass but lost it. Cooper Johnson, tight defense. 42 seconds on the clock. And Cole Dillon got the handoff but lost it. And that'll be a backcourt violation against the Railers. And he had to receive that pass in front of the loud student section. We mentioned they are wearing the ESPN game theme. They have 4 guys in the front row in suits and everyone else dressed as fans, so the maroon and gold. Cooper Johnson will inbound it. Trey Oakley will receive it. Camden Schmidt was on tight defense. 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oakley with it, looks. Johnny Cano runs to the right side, and so did Reuter, and Reuter was the one that got the pass. Oakley over to Johnson. He'll try another 3. Takes one bounce and goes in. The third made 3 of the night for Hayes High, and Cooper Johnson able to get another one to fall as Trey Oakley gets the assist. The shot clock is dead with 8 seconds. Dillon with it. Takes one dribble, drives, kicks it out into the corner. Pump fake 3 from Maddox Williams, and we're going to get a foul against Hayes High. As Johnny Cano might have bumped him on the right on his attempted 3 from the left corner. It will go against Johnny Cano. That's his first one of the night, with just 2 seconds left in the first half, or in the first quarter. Hayes High has gotten the last 6 points of the game. Both of those 3-pointers from Cooper Johnson. As Maddox Williams looks to strike back, has 4 points so far, making him the leader for the Railers. And that first free throw, no good. Now Isaac Fox checking back into the game for Hayes High in place of Dawson Reuter. did a lot in the little time that he was out there, 6 points and 3 rebounds. So 2.1 on the clock. If Maddox Williams makes it, Hayes High has a chance to maybe heave one up. We'll see what they do if he misses it. Williams' free throw is up. It takes 3 bounces and goes in. Now it'll be an inbound to Trace Jacobs, and he decides to not even attempt the shot. But Hayes High's got a 19-12 lead going into the second quarter, and we'll be right back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Back here at Hayes High School as we're about ready to get the second quarter underway. Hayes High leading Newton 19-12, thanks to 12 combined points from Cooper Johnson and Dawson Reuter, who both have 6. Both of Reuter's came off of two free throws and 2 made shots under the basket, and Cooper Johnson had 2 made threes, which were 2 of the 3 made threes by Hayes High in that first quarter. As Hayes High will start with the ball, Trey Oakley got the inbound and then got fouled right away by another player for Newton that's checked in for the first time, Nathan Bungard. Played some tight defense on him, and it only took 4 seconds for the foul to be called. Cooper Johnson inbounds it to Trey Oakley. As he passes midcourt, we'll work towards the right side. Pump fakes a pass inside to Isaac Fox. Now he'll spin around looking, takes it back out to Cooper Johnson, does some dribble moves, stops, over to Oakley, inside to Fox, takes one dribble, spins, fakes out a couple guys who jumped, and he tries the shot, no good, and the rebound goes to Nathan Bungard. Williams will walk it up the floor, waiting for the offense to get set up. He's waiting for a screen on Johnny Cano, but instead will pass it over to Camden Schmidt. Long three-pointer on the way, gets it to go. Maddox Williams gets his first assist of the night, and now it's a 3-point game. Or actually, no, they'll list it as just it was a 3-pointer, correction. Now a steal, and Gio James comes out with it for the Railers. Camden Schmidt passes it over and finds Williams. He gets a screen on a double team now with Trey Oakley and Johnny Cano, and Oakley backs off, and Johnny Cano called for another foul. First one of the second quarter for Hayes High, and that's Cano's second. We'll see some substitutions, and Johnny Cano with those 2 fouls will come out. Cooper Lindenmeyer going in his place. And we'll also see Nathan Bungard come out of the game, and one of the starters for Newton will return. That's Cole Dillon. Schmidt will inbound it, and taking up the floor is Williams. He's guarded tightly by Cooper Lindenmeyer. Or now Lindenmeyer will play off a little bit. It's a handoff now to Schmidt. Almost lost the ball, but kicks it over to Dillon. Trey Oakley on the defense, back to Schmidt. Those two just working back between each other. Now he'll try a pull-up shot from a little back behind the free throw line and gets the shot to go. Camden Schmidt cuts the Hayes High lead down to 2 as he's gotten the first 5 points to start the second quarter. And now we're going to get a foul called against Hayes High. And now we got a verbal confrontation here. Gio James almost got called for a technical foul, but either way, it's going to be Hayes High ball, or correction, Newton ball, because of a Hayes High offensive foul. It's called against Trace Jacobs for his second foul, but they did give Gio James a warning. He got in the face of one of Hayes High's players at the end. But that's a turnover for Hayes High. Schmidt walks it up the floor. Dillon with it on the right wing. Being guarded by Oakley. He'll run into the right corner. Now we'll do a baseline drive. Isaac Fox comes to the defense, and Trey Oakley comes out with the steal. He got it before Dillon could even go up with it. Now Oakley does a spin move into the paint, kicks it out. Lindenmeyer on the left wing, drives, and will be called for another charge. 2 straight offensive fouls for Hayes High as Cooper Lindenmeyer gets called for his second foul of the game. A lot of Hayes High fans wanted a defensive foul, but now Newton gets it back, and they'll get substitutions of Josiah Thurber and Camden Schmidt checking into the game. Hayes High took a 19-12 lead into the second quarter, but now it's been cut down to 2. 5:45 to go. Isaac Fox gets screened by Camden Schmidt. And now Cole Dillon with it, gives it back over to Schmidt. Now he'll try a shot from the right wing, and it's an air ball that is hit out of bounds. Josiah Thurber actually threw it off of Cooper Johnson. But the Railers able to get it back. They'll throw it in front, in on the baseline on the left side of the basket. A little bit of an odd formation. They got a guy in the left corner and then 3 guys diagonal across the middle. Now Josiah Thurber falls to the floor as he tried getting a screen for Dillon. But Maddox Williams will now end up with the ball. Oakley still on the defense against him. Will drive to the basket, being guarded by Dawson Reuter. And we're going to get a shot clock violation with 5:14 to go. It's something both teams are getting used to, as this is actually the first set of games in the state of Kansas to be played with a shot clock. There's a list of the number of 5A teams that are using a shot clock to start this year. I believe the number was 34 of the 36 teams, and that is what it was. So Hayes High is one of those 34 as they work with a 35-second shot clock. Isaac Fox with it now, almost lost it as Camden Schmidt poked it free, but now Camden Schmidt tried poking forward again, and this time he'll be called for a foul. So Schmidt called for his first foul of the game and the second team foul against the Railers for the second quarter. Cooper Lindenmeyer will throw it in. Student section yelling in his ear behind him. And Reuter gets it, hands it off to Oakley. He'll drive all the way to the basket, gets the layup off the glass, and it's good. Trey Oakley with the first points of the second quarter for Hayes High. Just blew past the defense and is able to extend the lead to 4. Cole Dillon with it, kicks it over to Williams. Lindenmeyer on the defense, takes one dribble and throws it over to Schmidt. He looks and works back towards that left side, being guarded by Lindenmeyer. Now Dillon all the way to the basket, gets a shot blocked by Dawson Reuter. And now at the other end, Cooper Lindenmeyer with the layup, Cooper Johnson with the layup is good. And a timeout called by Newton with 4:18 to go in the second quarter. Dawson Reuter was the one that got the blocked shot, and then Hayes High just took it to the other end on a fast break as Cooper Johnson got the rebound and gets the basket as well. There'll be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here as we take a look at the scoring so far in this game. Cooper Johnson is the leader for Hayes High with 8. With that last basket, he's now the leader, as he was tied originally with Dawson Reuter, who has 6, and Isaac Fox has 4, Jonathan Cano with 3, and Trey Oakley with 2. And looking at Newton, their leading scorer is a tie between Maddox Williams and Camden Schmidt, and also Cole Dillon has 3, and Josiah Thurber and Gio James both have 2. So with 4:18 to go here in the second quarter, Newton will get the ball after Hayes High had that fast break score by Cooper Johnson. 23-17 Hayes High lead. The inbound will come from number 1, Gio James, who just checked back in, and it will go to Cole Dillon. Trey Oakley playing defense near half court, and now will back up close to the three-point line. The pass goes over to Buffalo, and it's a high pass almost going over the head of Dillon, but he's able to get it. Schmidt working towards that left side, throws it inside as Reuter reflects the pass, and he'll get credited for the steal as Trey Oakley's the one that comes out with it. Up ahead, Cooper Johnson drives, stops in the paint, does some spin moves, looking for anyone to pass it to, and throws it to Dawson Reuter, who signals for Trey Oakley to come over, and he gets the handoff. Kicks it back out. Lindenmeyer drive off from the right corner. That shot's no good. Rebound being fought for. Cooper Johnson comes out with it. And now he kicks it over. Lindenmeyer left corner three. Yes! Cooper Lindenmeyer gets the three-pointer to go and extends the Hayes High lead to 9. Gio James gets the pass from Dillon. Now a three-pointer on the way, and a Camden Schmidt hits another one. Trey Oakley up the floor, throws it to Cooper Johnson on the right wing. Now Lindenmeyer over to Oakley. Johnson goes inside to Reuter. He'll pump fake out a few times and take one dribble, driving inside, and it's stolen by Camden Schmidt for his first of the night. Reuter had no one to throw it to. Dillon gives it back to Schmidt. He'll work towards that right side and give it to James. Again, we're seeing Newton just hand it off back and forth behind the arc, and now a drive from Schmidt. He'll try a shot from the left side of the free throw line and get it to go. First Railer into double figures tonight with 10 of the team's 22 points. And now Lindenmeyer has it on the right wing. Pump fakes going inside to Johnson. And now Oakley, a three-pointer on the way. No good. And Gio James has his first rebound of the game. Dillon with it. Oakley. And now we'll try a three. And Cole Dillon gets another three to go for the Railers. And now it's just a one-point game as the Railers were down 26-17 a second ago, but since then have gone on an 8-0 run with a three-pointer from Camden Schmidt and a two-pointer as well from Camden Schmidt, and it's now just a one-point game. So we're going to step away for just a moment and see how Hayes High responds when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians. Back here at Hayes High School following the 32nd Hayes High timeout. Railers currently on an 8-0 run with all those points coming from Camden Schmidt, their leading scorer for the Railers and also the leading scorer in this game with 13. Lindenmeyer will be the one inbounding it on the right side of the goal on the Newton side over to Oakley. Cole Dillon playing full court defense, and the Railers also have three guys lined up across midcourt. Man-to-man defense from them. Isaac Fox gets the pass and now will drive into the lane and does a spin move, and it's another charge foul. Isaac Fox does a spin move off of Maddox Williams, and then he falls to the ground, and it's another charge foul against Hayes High, as that's Isaac Fox's first foul of the game. A lot of Hayes High fans stunned with the call. I believe that's now the third charge foul called against Hayes High in this game. So the Railers have a chance to take their first lead since the start of this game, where they got the first 2 points from Maddox Williams. Williams gets the call from his head coach, Paul Reichenberger. We mentioned he's in his first season at the helm of the Railers after they've had 2 different coaches in the prior 2 seasons with Demetric Williams and Zamir Gustavo. Williams with it, drives against Fox, and he'll pass it inside. Burnett stops, kicks back out. Schmidt will try another three after pump faking once, and it's no good, and Cooper Lindenmeyer has the rebound, and it's a foul against Chayton Buffalo. Cooper Lindenmeyer right there for the rebound as he fell to the floor. And that will be the third foul of the second quarter for the Railers. Minute 28 to go until we reach halftime. We'll remind you to stick around for the halftime show here in just a little bit. Got a good one here in Hayes. As Cooper Johnson threw it up ahead. It bounced off of Schmidt and then ended up right back in Johnson's hands. Kano with it, standing on the A of the midcourt logo. We'll take a small drive against Dillon. And now Reuter, who just got the pass, throws it inside to Fox. And the pass is stolen by Caden Burnett. Railers go up the floor. And now Williams will stop and try a three-pointer. Takes a few bounces and it's no good. And Dawson Reuter has his fourth rebound of the game. Kano being double teamed in a zone defense. Kicks it inside to Isaac Fox. He'll pump fake once, kicks it over. Lindenmeyer pump fakes a three on the left wing, and now Reuter over to Johnson. He'll try a shot from the free throw line, and that one's no good. And 3 rebounds now for Maddox Williams. And now a steal for Hayes High. Cooper Johnson was the one that came out with it, and it ended up in the hands of Isaac Fox. As he has it now, 23 seconds, shot clock is dead. Lindenmeyer on the left corner had the pass and had it poked out of bounds by Chayton Buffalo, and it's going to stay with the Indians. Carter Lang will check back into the game for Hayes High, and Camden Schmidt will come out of the game for Newton. And also Trey Oakley will come in place of Johnny Cano. And also coming out of the game is Cooper Lindenmeyer. Hayes High looking to extend their 1-point lead going into halftime. Their largest lead has been 9 that they had a little bit ago, but the Railers currently on an 8-0 run. Hayes High has 19 seconds to score as Isaac Fox gets it on the left corner. Oakley just trying to dribble out as much time as possible, so it's just one shot for Hayes High. Standing back near midcourt inside the circle. Gets a screen from Reuter as he drives on the right side. Does a dribble move, kicks it out. Isaac Fox, baseline jumper, no good. And Cole Dillon's got the rebound, and they'll try a long full-court shot, but it's no good. And he actually didn't get it off in time, but that will take us to halftime with Hayes High holding the slight edge by a score of 26-25. And we're going to take a look at the first half as well as some stats when we come back for the halftime show. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School on the halftime show is Hayes High holding the slight edge over Newton at the break, 26-25, and we'll take a look back at our first half action. Newton got the first points out of the game from Maddox Williams, but Hayes High responded with the next 4, which all came from Dawson Reuter. In fact, he actually got the first 6 points as Hayes High jumped out to a 6-4 lead. And it was kind of back and forth in that first quarter. But Hayes High would respond with a 3-pointer from Johnny Cano and then a jump shot from Isaac Fox for an 11-6 lead, and then which also included getting up to 13-7. But then the Railers would not go away. Cole Dillon and Gio James both responded by cutting the lead down to 2. but Hayes High was able to take a 19-12 lead into the break with 2 3-pointers from Cooper Johnson. And then going into the second quarter, Camden Schmidt got the first 5 points for the Railers. In fact, he actually had all 13 points, all 13 other points in the second quarter, starting with a 3-pointer and then a jumper to cut the Hayes High lead down to 19-17. But Hayes High would go on a 7-0 run with shots from Trey Oakley, Cooper Johnson, and a 3-pointer from Cooper Lindenmeyer. But then the Railers would respond with a run of their own with 8 points. Like we said, all those points coming from Camden Schmidt. And now now Hayes High takes a 26-25 lead here at halftime. And we'll take a look at our individual and team numbers when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Hayes High School on the halftime show as Hayes High holds a 1-point lead at the break, 26-25 over Newton, and we're now going to give you our individual and team numbers. Starting off with Hayes High, leading scorer at the break is Cooper Johnson with 8, and right behind him is Dawson Reuter with 6, with 4 points so far in that first half. Isaac Fox had that, and Cooper Lindenmeyer and Jonathan Cano each had 3 points, and then rounding it out is Trey Oakley with 2. Looking at Newton's leading scorers, Camden Schmidt leads the way with 13 of the team's 25 points. And right behind him with 5, Maddox Williams, and Cole Dillon had 3, and then Gio James and Josiah Thurber each had 2. And then going down the list for Hayes High's other individual numbers, Jonathan Cano finished with an assist, and Cooper Lindenmeyer had 3 rebounds. Trace Jacobs finished with an assist, and Trey Oakley had a rebound, an assist, and a steal. Cooper Johnson finished with 3 rebounds and a steal. And then Carter Lang had a rebound, and Dawson Reuter's leading the way in the rebounding category with 4. And he also has a block and a steal. Now looking over at Newton, Nathan Bungard had a rebound, and Gio James had one as well, along with a steal. And Cole Dillon had 2 rebounds. Camden Schmidt had a steal, and Chayton Buffalo had 2 steals. Katie Burnett finished with a steal. Maddox Williams with 3 rebounds and an assist. And then Josiah Thurber had 1 rebound. Now looking over at our team numbers at the break. Hayes High is 10 for 22 from the field, with going 4 for 10 from three-point range and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And also Hayes High has 12 first-half rebounds, as well as 3 assists and 3 steals, and also a block. And Newton has gone 9 for 18 from the field in that first half, going 3 for 7 from three-point range and 4 for 6 at the free throw line. And we'll actually note all those free throw attempts for both teams came in the first quarter. And Newton also has 8 rebounds in the first half, as well as an assist and 3 steals. And before we go into the break, we're going to take a look at some of the scores from around the state for the boys' games. Hugoton, we noted, defeated TMP by a final score of 51-21. As the winner of tonight's game will face will face Hugoton, and the loser will face TMP. Blue Valley Northwest, one of the newest teams in the shootout this year, defeats Life Prep by a final score of 59-43. And Sunrise Christian just dominated from start to finish over Manhattan, 76-56. And also games in WAC play. Liberal defeats Rye Colorado by a final score of 69-47. And about midway through the third quarter, Dodge City leads McPherson 42-38. And that'll do it for our halftime show. We'll have second half action when we come back. This is Ace High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School, we're about ready to get the second half underway. Again, Hayes High in front 26-25 at the break. The Indians had 19 points in the first quarter and held a 7-point lead, but then Newton's been very consistent. 12 points in the first, 13 in the second, and they're only down by 1. As this team still, as we said, labeled in that rebuild phase under a first-year head coach and a program that's only had 3 seasons above 500 since 2005. As they'll start the second half with the ball, Williams will work it up the floor and pass it over to Buffalo. Hayes High playing tight defense around the arc as Dawson Ritter came in on the defense there. Schmidt with it now. Back over to Williams. We're seeing Newton working around the arc, waiting for a player to get open. And as Williams looked for a pass there, he traveled with it, and Hayes High is going to get the ball. He drove in close to the free throw line and was looking over at that left wing, but then kind of dragged his foot a little bit and turned it over. Trey Oakley will bring up the floor off the inbound from Carter Lang. Now a pump fake. Dawson Ritter with it. Takes one dribble, looks, passes inside. Isaac Fox on the right side of under the basket, and he gets a layup to go. And Dawson Ritter will get the assist. With it now is Cole Dillon for the Railers. He'll look and kick it into the right corner with Williams. Carter Lang on the defense. Now a drive from Williams. He'll drive all the way to the basket. Dawson Ritter was on the defense, but Williams gets his second shot, or his third shot to go tonight. Seven points so far from the junior, and now with it is Dawson Ritter. Kicks it out. Cooper Johnson. He'll try another three from the top of the arc, and this one no good. And it goes out of bounds. So the Railers will inbound it. Williams threw it into Schmidt, and then he threw it back to Williams. Williams will cross midcourt and will go towards the left wing, being guarded by Carter Lang. Over to Dillon. Pump fakes, and will now try a fadeaway three, being guarded by Oakley off the back of the iron, no good. And Isaac Fox comes out with his first rebound of the game. Cooper Johnson will drive inside. It goes off the side of the backboard, no good. And the rebound goes to Williams. He'll hand it off to Schmidt as he waits for someone to get open. Lang playing tight defense. Now a kick out. Buffalo will drive. Over to Dillon on the right wing. He'll start going towards that left side. Will stop and kick it over. And now a drive on the left baseline is number 4, Chayton Buffalo, and he gets the floater to go. The first lead up since the start of the game for the Railers as they now lead at 29-28, 5:37 to go here in the third quarter. As Reuter looks, trying to find someone to pass it to, takes one dribble. Will go inside, off the backboard, and it's good, and they're going to count it with a foul. Caden Burnett will be called for the foul. Reuter had his back face to him and then spun in on the inside, and Hayes High's got the lead back. So 8 points now for Reuter, and the foul called on number 5, Caden Burnett, which will make that his third. And he'll be checking out of the game because of that, along with Camden Schmidt, as Reuter goes to the line once again. He's attempted both of Hayes High's free throws and made both of them. This is his third and his team's third, and he gets it to go. Walking with it up the floor is Williams. Standing on the left wing, he'll drive all the way to the basket, being guarded by Carter Lang. It rolls out, no good. And Dawson Reuter had the rebound for a second, but it'll be recovered by Maddox Williams, and he touched the baseline with his foot, and it'll be Hayes High ball. Or no, correction, they're going to call a foul on Dawson Reuter. Hayes High fans had a reaction thinking that it went out of bounds, but instead Dawson Reuter gets the rebound. And Carter Lang will check out of the game for Hayes High. Jonathan Cano back into the game. The pass will go in, and Trey Oakley will come out with the steal. He'll go down to the other end on a double team all the way to the basket. No good. Gio James gets the rebound. James will go to the other end, being guarded by Johnson. And now Trey Oakley came up to the defense. Williams waits for the signals from his coach. We'll try a long college range 3 off the front of the rim. No good, and Johnny Cano's got the rebound. At the other end, Isaac Fox, he'll go all the way to the basket, and he gets the layup to go. 2 guys in his way, but he didn't care, and Hayes High's now up to a 4-point lead. Cole Dillon looking, hands it off to James. Now Buffalo with it, as he'll drive, kicks it inside, pump fake shot from Thurber, and now he'll try a floater shot, no good, and Johnson's got his 4th rebound of the night. 4:15 to go here in the third quarter. Trey Oakley with the ball, passes over to Fox. He'll drive into the lane doing some moves, and he lost the ball. Some Hayes High fans wanted a foul, but now at the other end is Williams being guarded by Johnson, and the shot's no good, but they're going to get Johnson for a foul. So they're going to so that'll be Cooper Johnson's first foul of the game. Going to the free throw line is Maddox Williams. Has made 1 free throw so far tonight of the 6 attempted by, or the 4 made by the Railers. And the first one is good. We'll see some substitutions. See Isaac Fox and Cooper Johnson come out of the game. We'll see Trace Jacobs and Cooper Lindenmeyer back in. Maddox Williams getting set for his second free throw. This will put him up to 9 points in the game. He tries it, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound goes to Trace Jacobs. Trey Oakley stops and will pass it over. Gio James, another steal as he's alone at the other end, and the layup's good. So that's 2 scores now for James. Both of those have been fast break scores. Lindenmeyer looking, finds Trey Oakley, a pump fakes a 3 at the top of the arc instead. Now Reuter gets it, takes 1 dribble, passes it out. Lindenmeyer, 3-pointer on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. And Trace Jacobs able to save it, and now Cooper Lindenmeyer has to try and save it. This one will bounce out of bounds, and Hayes High got it. Trace Jacobs had to run all the way to the end of the floor to save it, and then it was going to roll out of bounds. Cooper Lindenmeyer came to save it, and then it bounced off a Newton player, and it's Hayes High ball. So it'll be Cooper Lindenmeyer throwing the ball in, Trace Jacobs, Trey Oakley, Johnny Kano, and Dawson Reuter on the floor for Hayes High. Oakley in a double team stops and will pass it to Reuter. He'll go inside. Trace Jacobs, he gets the layup. First points of the game for Trace Jacobs, and now Hayes High's got back up to a 3-point lead. Now, not sure what happened at the end. Refs giving an explanation to Sean Dreiling. And we're going to get a stoppage of play, and Trey Oakley tying his shoe. As there's a stoppage of play again, Hayes High back up to a 3-point lead after that last made bucket by Trace Jacobs off the assist from Dawson Reuter. Schmidt will bring it up the floor. James was the one inbounding it. And now he'll get the pass from Schmidt as the Railers just continue to work it around the arc. And now a shot in front after a drive from Camden Schmidt is good. And he's now up to 15 points. 13 for 25 from the field tonight for Newton, and now a drive from Oakley after getting a pass. Kicks it back out to Kano as he looks, pump fakes, and then will throw it inside to Reuter. And now he'll try a spin, a fade, takes one bounce on the back of the iron and goes. Dawson Reuter does it again as he's now into double figures with 11. Both teams shooting extremely well from the field. Hayes High 15 for 31, Newton 13 for 25, now 13 for 26 after a missed three. Johnny Kano passes it up ahead, and Trey Oakley at the other end will get fouled, and it'll be a foul on the floor. And the shot got blocked, but there was a lot of contact on Trey Oakley is why they called it. Oh no, it's not a foul. They're going to say it's goaltending against the Railers. So Trey Oakley will get the score for Hayes High and extend their lead to 5. A lot of the Railer fans couldn't believe it, but it was a pretty close call. It got above the rim, and it looked like it just got blocked just in time. But now Newton facing a 5-point deficit once again. The biggest one they faced this quarter, it was 33-29, their previous largest one. Now Schmidt will try a jump shot. It takes 3 bounces, no good. And Dawson Reuter now gets his 5th rebound of the game. We're inside the 2-minute mark of this third quarter. Oakley gets the pass. We'll throw it over. Dawson Reuter, 3-pointer on the way. In and out, no good. And the rebound being fought for will go to Maddox Williams. Williams goes up the floor. James, left corner 3 on the way, no good. And we're going to get a foul against Trey Oakley. They're going to say he pushed off against Cole Dillon, and because of that, it's going to stay with the Railers. He was trying to box out, but he did use the front of his body, which was why they called it. So Maddox Williams will throw it in. 2 guys on the block and then 2 guys behind the arc. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Newton. We'll see if it's 30 seconds or full. And it will be a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here. We'll take a look at the scoring once again. Dawson Reuter, after that last bucket that he had, he's now into double figures with 11, making him the only Hayes High player to do so tonight. Cooper Johnson and Isaac Fox also both have 8. And then when you look at Newton, their leading scorer is Camden Schmidt with 15. And behind him is Maddox Williams with 8. And also Gio James has 4, which both of those have came off of fast break scores, so he has 2 steals on the night as we wait for the 2 teams to come out of the huddle. Hayes High scored the last 4 points of this third quarter with a fadeaway shot by Dawson Reuter and also a Trey Oakley layup that was called for goaltending. So as they wait for the 2 teams to come out of their huddle, we'll get you an update of who's on the floor. Starting off with the Railers, it'll be Gio James, Cole Dillon, Camden Schmidt, Maddox Williams, and also Chayton Buffalo. And also Maddox Williams into the game as well. Hayes High's Dawson Reuter, Trace Jacobs, Cooper Johnson, Johnny Kano, and Trey Oakley. And now we're going to get a foul called against Trace Jacobs as we saw Camden Schmidt go out of bounds. And Hayes High students wanted a technical foul called against Schmidt for kind of acting like he was really hurt there, but him and the ref both looked at each other like he was just joking. So Buffalo gets the inbound and kicks it out to James. Williams with it. Minute 34 to go here in the third quarter, waiting for the offense to set up. We'll hand it off to James after two guys went into the paint. Now we'll give it back to Schmidt. He'll drive on the baseline against Dawson Reuter. The layup no good. And we'll see who the rebound goes out to. And will stay with the Railers as it hit off the foot of Trace Jacobs as it rolled out of bounds. So Maddox Williams will inbound it. And we're going to get not sure if there's a foul or they're just stopping play for a moment. The ref is talking to number 4, Chayton Buffalo. Not sure if he was saying some stuff to Dawson Reuter, who's guarding him. Maddox Williams will look to throw it in and was able to find Schmidt. As he does some dribble moves against Jacobs, kicks it back out to Williams. Gets a screen from Buffalo. Now Dawson Reuter comes in to help on a Jacobs double team. And now Williams all the way to the basket against Reuter, and he gets called for a foul. There was no contact as Reuter just went straight up and almost blocked it. But Reuter's going to get called for his third foul of the game. From our vantage point, it didn't look like there was any contact. Reuter's now asking for an explanation from the official, and he can't believe it. That's now the 5th foul called on Hayes High this quarter, compared to the Railers, who just have one. At the free throw line, Maddox Williams. His first one is up and off the front of the rim, no good. 2 straight missed free throws now for the Railers after they were 5 for 7 just a little bit ago. And Dawson Reuter will come out of the game as he is currently in foul trouble. And Camden Schmidt, or correction, there's not a substitution for the Railers. Gio James and Camden Schmidt will both stay in. Maddox Williams gets set to attempt his next free throw. He's made one so far, or correction, he's made 2 so far tonight. They gave him his 5th and 8th points. And the free throw is up, and another one off the front of the rim, no good, and Trace Jacobs comes out with another rebound. Oakley with it as we're inside the final minute of this third quarter. Kano goes inside to Fox. He looks, trying to find someone to throw to, kicks it out. Jacobs thought about a 3, instead will drive, and now go back out, throws it over to Kano on the right wing. Trying to get past James, kicks it over to Oakley. Now back over to Kano. Screen from Fox. Now Kano driving all the way to the basket with 8 on the shot clock. He gets the basket to go. Johnny Kano just decided to do it himself, and he took it all the way to the basket and extends the Hayes High lead to 7 with 30 seconds to go, and now a 3-pointer on the way, no good by Camden Schmidt, and the rebound goes to Trey Oakley. The shot clock is dead. 18 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Hayes High just looks for one more shot. A 3-pointer would put them into a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. Their largest lead is 9 when they were up 26-17. And Hayes High wanting a foul, and it will go against number 2, Cole Dillon. He was playing some tight defense on Trey Oakley near midcourt, but Cole Dillon will be called for his first foul of the game. That was just a second Newton foul, so Hayes High will still get a chance to inbound and try to get one more shot off before we go into the fourth quarter. Kano will be the one inbounding it. Oakley had it, but gave it over to Kano. Hayes High will go in the box with 2 guys on the block and then 2 guys on the corners of the free throw line. A fadeaway 3 from Trey Oakley, no good. And the rebound goes to Camden Schmidt as he tries a full court shot, but is nowhere close. And that will now go into the fourth quarter. Hayes High leading 41-34, and we'll see how the final 8 minutes play out when we come back. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong.
Back here at Hayes High School as we are about set to get going in the fourth quarter. Hayes High in front 41-34 as they are currently on a 6-0 run. And there have been a few runs from both teams tonight, but it feels like when one team starts to pull away, the other comes storming back, and that has been the case all night. Hayes High's largest lead was 9. And then the Railers came back and made it a 1-point game before halftime, and now Hayes High's got a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Oakley with the ball goes inside to Fox after getting a pass from Kano. Kicks it over, right corner three from Johnson on the way, no good. And the rebound being fought for, still on the ground, goes to Maddox Williams. Now with it, Buffalo stops, pivots, and finds the pass to Burnett. He'll drive and stop, and then now Buffalo will try a three. That's no good, and Johnson's got the rebound. Reuter with it at the top of the arc. Thought about passing it to Kano, instead will keep it, waiting for someone to get open. He gives it to Oakley as he kicks it out. Now Johnson will try another corner three. That one takes one bounce and is no good, and we get another foul against Isaac Fox. So that'll be his second foul of the game. And Cooper Johnson will come out of the game, and Cooper Lindemeyer will come in his place. Hayes High has now missed their last 2 shots and have also missed their last 6 from three-point range. Chayton Buffalo with it, or correction, Cole Dillon had the ball and he kicks it over to Gio James. Stops and we'll kick it out. Schmidt with it, goes on a drive after a screen, and the layup is no good, and it will go out of bounds, but it will stay with the Railers. Some Newton fans wanted a goaltending as Isaac Fox was there on the defense, and he hit his hand off the backboard. But either way, it will stay with Newton as the ball was last touched by Hayes High. They'll look and throw it in, and it's going to be another foul, and Hayes High's called for another one. This time I believe they're going to get Trey Oakley as he was guarding Cole Dillon. So we'll see who they get it against, and it will be number 15, Isaac Fox. His third personal foul, and the second foul of this quarter for Hayes High. Camden Schmidt will inbound it. Student section yelling in his ear behind him. As he looks for someone to throw to, he finds Cole Dillon. Gives it over to Williams, waits for the offense to set up. As Newton looking for a run to get back in this game, and now he'll drive all the way to the basket. Reuter deflects the pass, and now a drive from Buffalo against Reuter. He'll stop, kick it back out. James with it, looking, finds Cole Dillon. He'll take some dribbles and will try a three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. And Cooper Lindemeyer comes out with his 4th rebound of the game. And now at the other end for Hayes High is Cooper Lindemeyer after he got the pass. Isaac Fox with it on the right corner, kicks it out. Looking around the arc, Kano over to Lindemeyer. Now inside to Reuter on the left block. Looks, takes one dribble inside, bodying his way all the way to the basket. The reverse layup is good, and another foul. Another and one for Hayes High as they extend their lead to 9, tying their biggest of the night. And they have a chance to get their first double-digit lead of the night as Dawson Reuter heads to the free throw line. The foul will go against number 4, Chayton Buffalo, his 3rd of the night. And that's not the first time we've seen Dawson Reuter do that. He's not an easy guy to guard. He's 6'6" and has a lot of weight that he can use to push guys up against the basket. And he does that there as he looks for his 14th point here, which would give Hayes High a 10-point lead. And he does that. It's nothing but net on the free throw. Hayes High is a perfect 4 for 4 at the line tonight. With it now is Williams. He'll give it over to Dillon. Now he'll drive inside, being guarded by Oakley. Kicks it out. James drive from the right corner. Will try a moving shot that's no good. And Dawson Reuter out with another rebound. That's now 9 straight misses for the Railers as Cooper Lindemeyer gets a pass from Trey Oakley. They'll move it around, and Kano with it. trying to find someone open. He'll find Lindenmeyer. This will go inside to Reuter. He'll take a few dribbles, and now we'll get double teamed, and he'll also get fouled as he was guarded by Buffalo and James. And it will be Buffalo who gets called for the foul, and that will be his 4th foul. So we'll see if they decide to sub him out. Caden Burnett's at the scores table, and that is exactly who he'll come in for. Hayes High on a 9-0 run, looking to extend it with 5:24 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Kano into Lindenmeyer. Now he'll give it over to Fox. Good ball movement from Hayes High. Dawson Reuter, big man 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound goes to Isaac Fox, and he gets the put back. Big rebound there by Isaac Fox, and now Hayes High extends their lead to 12. There'll be a drive now. Camden Schmidt with it. We'll try a moving shot, and we'll get it to go. Extends his numbers as the leading scorer for the Railers as he gets their first points since about in the final 2 minutes of that 3rd quarter, as it's 46-36. Now we're going to get a timeout call by Hayes High, and it will be a full timeout, so we're going to step away with 4:44 remaining here in the 4th quarter as Hayes High holds a 46-36 advantage over Newton. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High.
Back here at Hayes High School following the full timeout called by Sean Dreiling. And now Hayes High will get ready to inbound it from Cooper Lindenmeyer. 4:44 remaining in the 4th quarter as Hayes High looks to set up a matchup with Hugoton tomorrow here at Hayes High School tomorrow night. Trey Oakley with it. Again, the Railers in zone defense. Lindenmeyer takes a couple dribbles to the right side as he was at the top of the arc and now throws it back to Trey Oakley. Pump fake inside and give it back over to Lindenmeyer. Hayes High just moving it around, 7 seconds on the shot clock. And now Oakley will drive, go all the way in, and will lose the ball, and it'll be stolen by Gio James once again. Now Dreiling telling Hayes High players to move back, and we're going to get a foul called on Isaac Fox. Again, playing tight defense. He tried running in to intercept the pass, but he'll be called for his 4th foul of this game. We're seeing a lot of players get in foul trouble tonight. Chayton Buffalo and Caden Burnett for the Railers, and for Hayes High, it's Isaac Fox and Dawson Reuter who are in the biggest foul trouble. Maddox Williams with it. Looks towards the left side. And now we'll hand it off to Schmidt. He'll get a screen, waiting for a gap to open, and throws it over to Gio James. He'll drive against Lindenmeyer, and we're going to get another foul against Hayes High. Cooper Lindenmeyer will get called for it. So that'll be his 3rd foul. Another Hayes High player enters into trouble. Lindenmeyer didn't think it was a foul. He did have his arms spread out, but again, it's the 4th foul call in this quarter for Hayes High, and we're going to get a 5-second violation now against Newton as Maddox Williams couldn't find an open man, and another turnover for the Railers, and we're going to get a substitution for Hayes High. Cooper Johnson comes in for Cooper Lindenmeyer. Now we're a little over halfway through this 4th quarter. Hayes High possibly looking to seal the deal here as they look to extend their current double-digit lead. Trey Oakley with it, being guarded by Cole Dillon. He'll do a bounce pass over to Kano. As he'll go inside a little bit, and now Isaac Fox with it, throws it cross court to Oakley, now to Johnson, and now inside to Reuter on the right baseline, looking, Throws across court. Now Kano will try a left corner three on the way. No good. And it will be rebounded by Camden Schmidt. At the other end, the layup no good for the Railers as they miss back-to-back, and now another one. That one's no good. Cooper Johnson comes out with the rebound in the end. With it now, Trey Oakley passes it over to Kano. He's guarded by Maddox Williams. Back over to Trey Oakley on the other side of the court. Now Oakley will go inside to Dawson Reuter underneath the basket. Pump fakes once. He can't get the layup to go, but it'll be rebounded by Camden Schmidt for his 4th rebound of the game. At the other end, Williams drives all the way to the basket, passes over to Burnett, and he gets his shot to go, and Williams will get his 2nd assist of the night. Isaac Fox with it. On the right wing, he kicks it out. Trey Oakley will stand in place as he grabbed his right ankle. And now Trey Oakley getting pushed back. No foul call, but he's able to find Johnny Kano. And Oakley still grabbing his right ankle. Not sure if he did something or if he was just fixing his shoe. But now Isaac Fox with it inside the paint. He can't get the first one or the second one to go. And the rebound goes to Gio James. At the other end now. And we're going to get a charge against Newton. Number 5, Caden Burnett. And now Trey Oakley is on the ground, still grabbing onto his ankle. Not sure what it is. We'll try to get you an update of what it is as soon as we can. But now we're going to get a full timeout from the Railers with 2:03 remaining here in the game. Hayes High still holding on to that 46-38 lead. And we'll keep it right here as we'll take a look at some more team numbers. Or actually, we'll take a look back at how this 4th quarter has played out so far. Hayes High took a 41-34 lead into this 4th quarter and then scored the first 5 points with the first 3 coming from Dawson Reuter as he got a layup and he was fouled, so he got the and one as well. And then Isaac Fox also had a layup as well to make it 46-34, which that 12 points is Hayes High's biggest lead. But the last 4 points have been scored by the Railers from Camden Schmidt and Caden Burnett. And now the Railers just trying to fight back as they look for an opening round win in the shootout after they lost last year. If we can get this pulled up of how they did in the shootout last season. They've lost it in the opening round 65-43 against Life Prep, who would go on to win the tournament against Hugoton. But Newton did get a double-digit win over TMP in the next round before losing by double digits to Manhattan. So they're trying to get back to their old ways of the program under a first-year head coach, as they're now trailing Hayes High by 8 with just over 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. This inbound will come from Cooper Johnson, along with also on the floor for Hayes High, Johnny Kano, Trey Oakley, Isaac Fox, and Dawson Reuter. For the Railers, it's Maddox Williams, Gio James, Cole Dillon, Camden Schmidt, and also Chayton Buffalo. It'll be Trey Oakley on a full court press defense. And now he'll get double teamed and throw it up court to Cooper Johnson. Goes to the left wing, has no one around him. Will drive all the way to the basket with a left-handed layup, no good. And Camden Schmidt's got the rebound. Gio James looking, will throw back and throw the pass to Cole Dillon. So the Railers got to hurry things up, down by 8 with 98 seconds remaining in the contest. Dillon will drive from the right wing on the baseline, kicks it back out to Chayton Buffalo. Was looking for someone to throw it to, and now instead we'll give it to Williams. As he'll drive and almost had the ball poked free, and Johnny Kano gets called for another foul. That's the 5th foul of this 4th quarter called against Hayes High. That'll be Johnny Kano's 3rd. The 4th Hayes High player to get at least 3 fouls, joining him with Cooper Lindenmeyer, Isaac Fox, and Dawson Reuter. So the free throw will come from Maddox Williams. 8 points so far for him in this game. It takes a bounce off the front of the rim and the back of the rim and then goes in. So this could cut it down to a 6-point lead for Hayes High if Williams can connect on this free throw right here, which will put him in double figures. And this one is nothing but net. 46-40 Hayes High lead. A minute 23 to go. Again, we're seeing full court press from the Railers, and it's a pass up court to Cooper Johnson. He now gets double teamed, and a timeout will be called by Hayes High. It'll be a full timeout, so we're going to step away and see how the rest of this game plays out when we come back. It's a minute 16 to go, and Hayes High's in front 46-40. This is Hayes High basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Back here at Hayes Middle School, or Hayes High School, following the full timeout by Sean Dreiling. And we do have news from Hayes Middle School. We were able to get a score in that girls game between TMP and Olathe West, the defending champs on the girls side. Olathe West leads after 3 quarters, 33-17. As Hayes High's got the ball, Trey Oakley throws it over, and Johnny Kano, a baseline drive from the right corner. And instead he has to give it over to Dawson Reuter. Hayes High just playing keep away, trying to hold this 6-point lead as we enter the final minute. Kano looking. Now we'll throw it across court to Trey Oakley. So we're back near the free throw line. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock as he'll kick it over. Johnny Kano, fadeaway 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound goes to Cole Dillon for his third. Railers picking up the tempo now. Gio James hands it off to Williams. Gets a screen and now a drive. Kano still on him. Now another timeout. This one a full timeout called by the Railers. So we get another stat update as we'll also take a look at how this final quarter has unfolded. Hayes High has got the first 5 points, but since then it's been a 6-point scoring run from the Railers, starting off with Camden Schmidt, and then after that there was a bucket from Caden Burnett, and since then the last 2 points have been free throws from Maddox Williams. And looking at Hayes High's other individual numbers leading the categories, at rebounds, Dawson Reuter and Cooper Johnson each have 6. Leading the way in assists for Hayes High with 2 is Dawson Reuter as well. And then the steals leader for Hayes High with 2 is Trey Oakley. He was also tied as the leader in steals for Hayes High last season. And then if we look at Newton, their leaders for each category with 7 rebounds, Maddox Williams. And he also leads the game in assists with 2. Gio James has the team high in steals with 3. And we'll return back to action right here. 46-40 is the score after Newton called the full timeout, trying to get the game back to closer than what it is. It's a 46-40 Hayes High lead. They had a 12-point lead just a little bit ago, but the Railers have gotten the last 6 points of this game. Now we're getting a stoppage of play. Not sure what it is. The refs are discussing some stuff. Not sure if it has to do with the shot clock. I think they're discussing where it should have been at because Newton had the ball when they were over 35 seconds remaining on the game clock. So they got to decide what it is. So we're just letting it run down. There's 12 on it. Trying to figure out what it is. So they're going to put the game clock back at 31 seconds and put the shot clock back at 17 seconds. See what it is. From what I could hear, they are going to put 17 seconds on the shot clock, and it will be 31 seconds on the game clock. Coach Sean Dreiling, the WAC Coach of the Year, wanting an explanation, or at least having a discussion with the ref. But now the Railers have 31 seconds to cut into the 6-point lead and either force overtime or win it. Maddox Williams with it. Will run towards the right wing, looking for someone to throw to. Goes inside and finds Cole Dillon. And the layup, no good. It's blocked by Trey Oakley. And we're going to get a foul against the Railers as they have to foul to stop the clock. Trey Oakley got the first block, or actually the second block of the game for Hayes High. It's his first of the season. And now the Railers have to start fouling. They have 4 currently, just need 2 more to put Hayes High at the free throw line. There's 23 seconds left to go in the game, so the shot clock is off. Cooper Lindenmeyer will be the one inbounding, looking for someone to throw to. Finds Isaac Fox, and he'll get fouled by Nathan Bungard. That's his first foul of the game. So we'll see Isaac Fox go to the line. Has 10 points so far in this game. All those have been either jump shots or shots underneath the basket. He is currently second on the list for Hayes High scoring behind Dawson Reuter, who has 14. Fox gets set and he'll attempt his first free throw. It's off the back iron, no good. And that's actually the first missed free throw of the game for Hayes High. They only attempted 4 prior to that, and that's the first miss, as there will be a substitution now. And we'll see Dawson Reuter. Or no, Dawson Reuter will not be checking into the game, but Isaac Fox's second free throw is no good as the rebound goes to Chayton Buffalo. They'll run up the court quickly. Gio James with the ball, hands it off to Dillon. Now a long three-pointer on the way from Schmidt, and he gets it to go and cuts the lead down to a single possession. That's now 20 points in the game for Camden Schmidt as there's 11 seconds to go, and Newton calls a full timeout. So we're going to step away as the two teams talk things over, and we'll have the final 11 seconds of the game when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Following the timeout, Newton will go back on defense after a huge made three by Camden Schmidt, who's the leading scorer in this game for both teams. He's got 20 so far, as he's also gotten 5 of the team's 9 points in this fourth quarter. He was also the player that scored all of Newton's points, all of Newton's 13 points in the second quarter as well. Cooper Lindenmeyer will inbound. Again, full court defense from Newton as they look for someone to throw to. Trey Oakley will get it and get fouled by Maddox Williams, and he'll go to the line. Just needs to make one free throw, and it should put the game away. So we'll make it a 2-possession lead for Hayes High with 9.9 remaining on the clock. So it was Maddox Williams' first personal foul of this game, and Trey Oakley will go to the line to shoot free throws. As he gets set to attempt it. It is up, and it bounces off the front of the rim and no good. So after making their first 4 free throws, Hayes High's missed their last 3. So this one right here would more than likely seal the deal and give Hayes High a 2-possession lead. Oakley's free throw is up, and it's nothing but net. Trey Oakley with a few Newton fans screaming at him. He's able to tone him out and get the free throw. And now a 3-point shot from Chayton Buffalo is no good as Dawson Reuter comes down with the rebound. And Hayes High's got the 4-point lead, and now there's 1.6 seconds remaining. Dawson Reuter will go to the line with 1.6 seconds remaining. Hayes High about to set up a matchup with Hugoton tomorrow. Reuter gets set, his free throw is up, and it goes in and out. As Ruder gets set to attempt his second one. Doesn't really matter if he makes it or not. Hayes High should have the game sealed, and he gets it to go. Now a full court shot from the Railers, no good, and Hayes High wins it tonight by a final score of 48-43. In a game that went back and forth with multiple scoring runs from both teams, Hayes High is able to pull away at the end and set up a matchup with Hugoton tomorrow to start off the season 1-0, and the Railers fall to 0-1 and will play TMP in the shootout for the second year in a row. And we'll have our post-game show coverage when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Hello everyone, it's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
If you wanted to shred like that guy, then you should come join Hayes High's very own guitar club. If you are interested, come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday from 3:05 to 4:30 at room 116 with Mr. Prophet. We hope to see you there, and remember, practice till your fingers bleed.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Back here at Hayes High School on the postgame show as the Hayes High Indians secure a win in their first game of the shootout by a final score of 48-43. We're going to take a look now at the recap of tonight's game. Hayes High jumped out to a 4-2 lead after Newton had the first points come from Maddox Williams, and then it just went back and forth from that point on. 6-6 was the score, and then Hayes High had two shots, including a three-pointer from Jonathan Cano and then a shot underneath the basket by Isaac Fox. But as time went on in that first quarter, the Railers would get 4 straight points coming from both Cole Dillon and Gio James to cut the Hayes High lead down to 13-11. But Hayes High would get 2 3-pointers from Cooper Johnson at the end of that first quarter to take a 19-12 lead into the break. And then out of the gates, Camden Schmidt, who scored all of Newton's points in the second quarter, got a 3-pointer and then a 2-pointer to make it 19-17, and then Hayes High went on a 7-0 run to take a 26-17 advantage. And then following that, Newton went on an 8-0 run of their own to make it a 1-point game going into halftime. And then going into the second half, Hayes High scored the first points from Isaac Fox, and then the Railers took their first lead since the very start of the game to make it 29-28. And Hayes High would not let that last very long. They got a layup from Dawson Reuter, which included an and one. And then Isaac Fox had another basket to extend the lead to 33-29. The Railers got a free throw after that by Maddox Williams, and then a 2-pointer from Gio James. And then following that, Hayes High would also get a 2-pointer from Trace Jacobs, and then also baskets from Trey Oakley and Dawson Reuter to take a 41-34 lead going into the fourth quarter. And then the rest of that fourth quarter, it wasn't back and forth. It was one team scores, then another team scores, and then Hayes High had the final 2 points of that fourth quarter. This is because Dawson Reuter had a layup and an and one to take the 44-34 lead, and then Hayes High got their biggest lead of the night, which was 12, off of an Isaac Fox layup to make it 46-34, and then the Railers would respond with a 9-0 run of their own, starting with a layup by Camden Schmidt, and it would end with Camden Schmidt also getting a three-pointer to make it 46-43. But Hayes High able to pull away in the end with 2 free throws by Trey Oakley and Dawson Reuter that sealed the deal and gave them the 48-43 win. And we'll take a look at our final individual and team numbers when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone. It's Hank Corsair, your voice of Hayes High Athletics on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. We want to thank you all for tuning into today's game, and we want to remind you all that Tribe Broadcasting is your home for exclusive coverage of Hayes High Athletics with live video of games, team hype videos, features in the monthly news, and so much more. Plus, you can catch me throughout the year doing live play-by-play for football, volleyball, and boys soccer in the fall, basketball and wrestling in the winter, and baseball, softball, and girls soccer in the spring. So keep it right here with the coverage of today's game, and go Indians.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School on the postgame show as Hayes High starts their season off with a win by a final score of 48-43. And we'll now take a look at our individual and team numbers, starting off with Hayes High scoring. Leading the way there was Dawson Reuter finishing with 15, and the other Hayes High player to go into double figures was Isaac Fox finishing with 10. Right behind him, Cooper Johnson had 8 points, which included 2 3-pointers. Trey Oakley finished with 5, and Cooper Lindenmeyer had 3, and then Trace Jacobs finished with 2. And looking at Newton's individual scoring, the leader there was Camden Schmidt, who had 20 points in the game, and they also had another player enter double figures, which was Maddox Williams with 10. And then rounding it out, Gio James had 4 points, Cole Dillon had 3, and then Chayton Buffalo and Caden Burnett each had 2, and Josiah Thurber had 2 points as well. And looking at Hayes High's other individual numbers, Jonathan Cano finished with 2 rebounds and an assist. Cooper Lindenmeyer finished with 4 rebounds, and Trace Jacobs had 3 rebounds with an assist. Trey Oakley had 3 rebounds, an assist, a block, and 2 steals. And then Cooper Johnson finished the night with 6 rebounds and a steal. Isaac Fox had 3 rebounds, and Carter Lang also had a rebound as well. And then Dawson Reuter was the leader in rebounds with 7, as he also had 2 assists, a block, and a steal. And then Newton's individual numbers, Nathan Bungard had a rebound. Gio James finished with 3 rebounds and 3 steals, 2 of which were fast break scores. And Cole Dillon had 3 rebounds. And Camden Schmidt finished with 5 rebounds and also a steal. And then Chayton Buffalo had a rebound and 2 steals. And Caden Burnett had a steal. And Maddox Williams finished with 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And then rounding out, Josiah Thurber had a rebound. Now as we look at our final team numbers for tonight's game, Hayes High went 19 for 42 from the field and 4 for 18 from three-point range, and also 6 for 10 from the free throw line. And Hayes High had 29 total rebounds in the game with 5 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. And Newton finished with going 16 for 42 from the field and 4 for 17 from three-point range, while also going 7 for 12 from the free throw line and getting 21 rebounds altogether with 2 assists and 8 steals on the night. And that'll do it for our individual and team numbers, and we'll take a look at some of the final scores for the shootout when we come back. This is Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.
Attention drivers and passengers. Your safety is paramount. Buckling your seatbelt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself on the road. In the event of a crash, seatbelts can reduce the risk of serious injury by up to 50%. So whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a long journey, make sure everyone in the vehicle is secure. Remember, seatbelts save lives. It's not just a good habit, it's the law. So click it or ticket.
Wrestling fans, get ready. Tuesday, December 12th, Hayes High hosts Salina Central for boys and girls JV and varsity wrestling duel.
Join us at 4 p.m. to support your Hayes High wrestlers as they battle it on the mat.
That's Tuesday, December 12th, 4 p.m. at Hayes High. Let's pack the stands and show our team spirit.
Attention to all you Hayes High basketball fans. The season is about to tip off, and we need you back in the stands cheering for our Hayes High Indians. As we hit the hardwood, we have some exciting games at home in December. Go ahead and mark your calendars for the Hayes City Shootout, where our varsity squad will face a competition right here at home. First, on December 5th and 6th at 3 p.m., and then on December 7th as our finale at 10 a.m. But that's not all. The excitement continues on December 13th as the Hayes High Indians take on Junction City at 4:15 p.m. Let's pack the stands, show our school spirit, and bring support to our team as the season starts strong. Be there, bring your energy, and let's make this season unforgettable. Go Indians!
Back here at Hayes High School on the postgame show as Hayes High wins. Both the Hayes High boys and the Hayes High girls get a win in their first game of the season against Newton. The boys 48-43 and the girls 67-29. And we're going to take a look at the shootout matchups we can expect tomorrow and also the final scores from today. Starting off with the girls, like we mentioned, Hayes High wins 67-29 over Newton, and Hugoton pulls off a huge win over Olathe East 41-35. So Hayes High the Hayes High girls will face Hugoton tomorrow, and Olathe East will take on Newton. Manhattan and Life Prep, that was a game that went back and forth all night, but Life Prep prevailing by a final score of 53-48. And then Olathe West had a big lead against TMP early on and then never looked back. 53-32 is the final there. So Life Prep will take on Olathe West and TMP will take on Manhattan. Now looking over at the boys' side with Hayes High winning 48-43, they stay on the winner's side of the bracket and will face Hugoton, who got a huge 30-point win over TMP. So it's Hayes High versus Hugoton tomorrow at 8:15 here at Hayes High. And then at HMS at that same time will be TMP and Newton. And then Blue Valley Northwest, one of the new teams this year, gets a huge win over defending champion Life Prep 59-43. And Sunrise Christian gets a 20-point win over Manhattan 76-56. So Blue Valley Northwest and Sunrise Christian will play here at Hayes High School tomorrow night. And HMS will feature Life Prep against Manhattan. And that'll wrap it up for tonight's broadcast. Again, Hayes High gets big wins, 67-29 on the girls' side and 48-43 on the boys' side against Newton. Both teams will face off against Hugoton tomorrow. The girls will be set for a 6:30 start time and boys at 8:15, and we'll be on the call for that game. But again, that's going to wrap up tonight's broadcast. We want to thank you all for tuning in to tonight. I'm Hank Corsair, and this has been Hayes High Basketball on the Tribe Broadcasting Network. Good night, everyone, from Hayes High School.